What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly. 2-0 coming.
Let's go. This ain't the fight night. Oh, this game he stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Every Wednesday night, we are brought to you by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, reach out to our friend Rob Lutman, 856-651-8117. We got everybody in the house tonight. Nate Moss, Noah Eaton, Greg Mwakovic, Frank Vespi, Ralph Delvecchio, everybody's favorite, Ryan Brodo. I'm Tom Arnone. Let's talk about it. We'll do locks of the week at the end of the show. Some of us on here are hot, scorching. There's a lot of fire and some free picks. We're not even talking about what Nate and Wilson are winning you guys as A2D members. We're just talking about the free shit. I mean, we're just constant givers here on A2D Radio, and we expect to give you more because we got more locks of the week. NFL Week 2 picks, part of our locks, but we go down the whole docket though. We're give you every pick, right? You can follow that and keep track of that. We're not keeping track of that. It's too much. Eagles versus Niners predictions, offense and defensive player of the game, like we do every week here. $50 Venmo to you, Cash App to you. You got to hit score, offensive defensive player of the game. Screenshot it, send it to our socials. Done and done. And a little something else. If you become an A2D member tonight, on top of everything else, the first person to become an A2D member, give this tumbler to you. Send this tumbler right out to you. All right? More given. It's fucking more given. It's unbelievable.
More given. Somebody take that $900 they won and go buy that cup.
Go buy the cup.
Go buy the cup. Go buy a couple.
We're talking about the new. We're talking about the new people. You know, we're enticed.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're right. Holiday season's coming up, man.
Yeah, give it to somebody. Wrap it up. Regift it. Eagles Week 2 preview is our main conversation at hand, and that's brought to you by the best fantasy app in the game. FanUp is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports. Sign up at FanUp, only on the Apple App Store, and win your share of great prizes. I know they give out prizes from the Fanatics and different stuff. Daily NFL contests and more. Sign up today. FanUp.app is how you can find it. Or, like we said, on the Apple Store, go there. Download it. Enjoy it. Come compete versus us. All right? You can come compete. You ask me my username, you come and we come battle it out. And if you use the promo code FANUP, you get $50 worth of points just for signing up, just for using the code. That's all you got to do. Done and done. And we're going to have an A2D code coming for you as well. But ties into our poll question.
Giddy up.
Brought to you. Giddy up. Yep. Sorry. I'll tell you guys later. Our poll question for tonight's show. The Eagles will start the year 2-0 and defeat the San Francisco 49ers. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where you can find us live. Everywhere you get your podcast, we're there as well. And you know what we say. You want to be great tonight? The Eagles are going to be great on Sunday. You be great tonight and fuck with an algorithm. Pound the damn like. Hit it, subscribe. Turn the bells on. Wherever you're watching us at, you can do that. And give us reviews on the podcast side of things, too. We love 5 stars. Giddy up. Let's go. Absolutely. Goddamn agree to the poll question. Absolutely. This is how this is going to go. This city's going to be on fire. Sunday night on fire. They might be flipping cars like we did after we won the Super Bowl. It's going to get to the point. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be 3-0 after Dallas, and people are going to be running down Broad. Now, I can also see 3 losses coming right after that, and you're back to 3-3. But just thinking of what's in front of us, I can see that happening. But we'll start with just Sunday because you don't want to look ahead. And it's a very good San Francisco 49ers team coming into town. Take nothing away from them. All right? But as you saw on Sunday, we can play a little bit. And I'm not crowning us. I didn't up my expectations. I wasn't talking playoff wins. But we can absolutely win this division. And this is another game where you got a banged-up Niners team coming into your building that you can steal a game. And to get the 10, 11 wins, you have to steal football games that you're not supposed to win. And this is another one. All right? It's another one. This is 2 times that your dogs both in your first 2 games come out winner your first one, and I think you come out winner again on Sunday. I don't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo, right? I just don't believe in him. And I don't know how much Trey Lance you're going to see. And I'm not crowning Trey Lance yet either. It's the NFL, baby. So, and our defense, once we settled in, I thought we played great. I don't think you can ask from anything more. Me and Ryan talked about it Monday. I mean, you walk into Atlanta thinking they're scoring 24 with Matt Ryan. You just walk in there thinking 21, 24. You can book that. Can you score more than them? That's how you looking going into Atlanta. And to hold an NFL football team to 6 points in their home building, kudos. Damn good defense is travel. We know this. You got a damn good one, they'll travel for you. That's a travel game and a good look. Good look. Again, not crowning anything. Can't crown anything off of one game in the NFL. But you can sure as hell build off of it. And you can sure as hell say, okay, these are some great things that I saw that we can continue to go off of in the week 2 versus the Niners. 1, great offensive line play. And 2, our defensive front, we know they can get after it. Right? 2 things that we knew if they're healthy. And I expect the same thing to show up goddamn Sunday. And I think Jalen Hurts can play. And we talked about it. If he can be good or above, average or above, this team can win football games. Well, great start Sunday. I don't give a shit who you're playing. Atlanta defense. I don't care. It's an NFL defense. You got to go produce. And he did things better. So let's see if he can continue to build. So let's get excited here. Let's get fucking excited. 2-0. 2-0 coming. You don't believe it? It's another lock. It's another lock. You could stone cold this one too. Another lock.
Oh, boy.
Get yourself a little walking around money. This is going to be 5-0 with this one. They're beating it. Jimmy Garoppolo. Stop it. Stop it. This stadium's going to be fucking on fire Sunday. And I think we're the better football team. 1, they're banged up a lot. And 2, I just think we are. Like they got some players, don't get me wrong. But their quarterback's Jimmy Garoppolo. Stinks.
Went to a Super Bowl.
Stinks. A lot of guys went to Super Bowl who stink.
Don't disagree.
Stinks. He didn't win no
Our
damn
guy
Super Bowl.
has
He
it.
went to it.
Trent Dilfer went to a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, they're not. It's also they don't have. It ain't the 85 Bears. The Ravens coming into town. This isn't who's coming into town. This is a very good defense that's banged up in the secondary. So let's go win a football game that we're not supposed to win. As simple as that. I think we do. Again. Let's go. I agree. Family out there, let us know. You guys, circle the board. Tell me how you feel. Tell me why, either way. And if you got us 1-1, check your goddamn pulse. Check it. Check your pulse right now if you got us 1-1 right now. You check it. Because when you watch Sunday, then you ain't watching. You ain't watching. This offense going to be a little electric. Let's go.
Woogie.
Yeah, I know it's the Falcons. I get it. Niners are definitely a better football team. But I still think we can make big plays. So let's go.
Well, I'll go real quick just because, I know you and I talked about it on Monday, Tom. We gave our instant reactions, our gut feelings on Monday. Obviously, your gut reaction and your gut feeling for the game really hasn't changed much. Mine hasn't either. Score, we'll get to that later. But just what was the biggest thing we talked about, right? It's that, sure, the 49ers are a way better football team, it definitely seems like, than obviously the Atlanta Falcons. That's clear, right? But also, you look at it to where Matt Ryan, Jimmy Garoppolo, they're kind of similar quarterbacks that you can game plan for, right? Obviously, Garoppolo is not the former MVP, but you saw what you did to Matt Ryan. He was the worst performance he had since back in 2014, so you made him look anything but like a former MVP. And I think the biggest thing with that is that, okay, what about the 49ers scares you? And there's a lot that can, right? George Kittle, their defensive front, etc. Of course. So it's not like, again, there's nothing about the 49ers that scares you. If you go into that game, then I think we're all kidding ourselves. But okay, as quote-unquote scary as their defensive front is, I think we can all be confident and say if our offensive line does anything close to what they did in week 1, they stay healthy, well, we have one of the better offensive lines in football. So we would expect them to do their job against a really good defensive front with the 49ers. They would lean, especially in the Super Bowl year, on their secondary, but as we talked about before, Jason Verrett's already out. So I'm just going to run down the names of what their current secondary looks like, at least based off of week 1. You tell me if anyone back there scares you. Diamondor Lenore? No. He's a 30-year-old 5'9" slot corner. No. K'Wan Williams? No. Dante Johnson? No. Ambry Thomas? No. And then there were the other 2 guys that are on their roster weren't even active in week 1, and that's Josh Norman. That's, I think we can all say, he's not even close to what Josh Norman is or was, and Emmanuel Mosley. So you're going to have an extremely beat-up secondary for the 49ers, and I know they have some really good linebackers. They have a good defense. So
listen, they got a really good front 7. So, I mean, I know they're banged up, but they can still get pressure, and that's where you got to look at them from, because they get pressured, and it doesn't matter who's back there. So you gotta block it up.
Mm-hmm. And then flip side, you would say, okay, well, we have to be concerned about the 49ers rushing attack because obviously we saw, at least in the first half, what the Falcons did to us, where Raheem Mostert's at. So Trey Sermon, I know they have another guy, I think Mitchell is his last name. I know they signed Kerryon Johnson also. So, it's something to make keep an eye on. By the way, JT Ramuzzo, appreciate you for showing up, sir. I mean, what else do you look at? Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get the ball out quick. But I think game plan-wise, it's going to be closer. But I would say right now we win. Also, we're going to be at home. It's not like we have to go there. So I see us winning a close, lower-scoring game in comparison to last week for both of them. So I'm comfortable going into this game. I really am.
Greg?
Oh, did he go? I'm on delay, sorry.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
About time you had a big hit for us.
3 hits today. Best catcher in baseball. / first baseman. I'm going to disagree with the poll. I think the 49ers come in and take us. I understand, the theory behind the banged up secondary, but we also don't have the most experience and greatest wide receiver core either. We have one guy right now, right? Devontae Smith. Everybody else is kind of unknown, right? Jalen Reagor had a really good game the other day, but we've seen Jalen Reagor have flashes and then go away for a while, right? As we always say, it's about consistency. The one thing we do know is Devontae Smith is going to be good, right? He showed that right from Jump Street, and he showed that in game 1. That's not going to change. But what we don't know is what else on that outside wide receiver core we don't know. So while the secondary is banged up, it's not like we're going in there with DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, right, and A.J. Green. You know what I mean? Like, we're just rolling in there with really one guy and our 2 tight ends. And they do have the best middle linebacker in football as well. So, I think they win the game. I think it will be close, but I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, well, I expect nothing less from you. I mean, you had to win in 4 games, so
6.
you got to toss the losses out there. So enjoy yourself being wrong again.
No problem.
Week. Yeah, I know it's bigger than you. Noah, talk some sense into him.
The Niners secondary, as you guys alluded to, is completely beat up. I think Devontae Smith has a big day. I absolutely agree to the poll question. The Eagles are going 2-0. No doubt about it. Lock it up. All right. Smith is scoring 2 touchdowns. Furthermore, I like the way we've been running the football. I thought Miles Sanders looked good. Gainwell found the end zone. And overall, I think our offensive line looked real solid aside from a couple of sloppy penalties. I know the defense got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they definitely rebounded nicely and were dominant from the second quarter on. And I'm looking for us to be 2-0 come Sunday night.
Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go.
Do I agree to the poll or not? I'm on the fence here, man, because there's a lot of things that you boys said that is right. The link is going to be rocking. There's no doubt about it. Everywhere down there, Broad Street, Philly Live down there, Chickies and Pete's, everywhere in the city is going to be going nuts watching this game. We got a good football team coming in here in the 49ers. And I think, Greg, you're right there. The matchup from receiver to their secondary is really a wash at this point, right? It's really if Jalen can make more plays like he did against Atlanta. And from a betting perspective, the line is 3.5, which is perfect, right, for a home dog. Perfect for a home dog, a 3.5 with the hook. So I'm actually do something rare here. I'm actually going to agree with Tom and the guys, and I think they do get a win here. I think they get a win here. I think they go 2-0. Garoppolo is like people talk shit about Garoppolo, but just like Teddy Bridgewater, he wins games. Like he's 24-8 as a starter. That's a good fucking record. Now he's had good teams, right? Good coaching, but he's still 24-8 as a starting quarterback. So I actually agree to the poll, man. I actually like the Eagles here. I like them 3.5. And I think they get it done. Defense is going to have to show up, though, for sure. I'll tell you that right now. Defense is going to have to show up because they're going to get multiple looks. Those linebackers are going to be tested. They have a good offense over there. The thing is, I'm not sure they're going to be able to run the ball on us. So it's going to make them one-dimensional, right? And then our offensive line, Ryan, you said it best, could be good. I think it's better than good. I think they could be like the best offensive line in the league if they stay healthy.
True. It's fair. It's fair.
You know what I mean? And I wasn't a fan of Mailata getting signed. I understand that they had to do it, but I wasn't the biggest fan because to me, he's only been, 3 years in?
He's only played 10. He's only started 10 games.
Right. And you gave, you know what I mean? And you gave him, 60, 70 million guaranteed?
40 guaranteed.
It's low? Yeah, it's 40. But it could be a $100 million contract, though, right?
A lot of money for a guy. And you're right. If he's the guy, then that's a great deal, right? It's a great deal, right, Nate? If he is the guy,
sure.
But it's so concerning.
Yeah. No doubt. So I'm just in my head, I'm just thinking how this matchup is going to go, and it's just like, I mean, the line is favoring the Niners, right? You got the West Coast coming east, all that good stuff, and all those drills that we can drop. But yeah, man, I agree, man. I'm letting the fanboy come out. I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles to win this game.
Yeah,
I like Noah with the props. It wouldn't surprise me if Smith goes off for 100 yards. He's going to be looking for him early and often.
We'll talk about this more though, but the big thing is when you talk about our defense is we didn't take anything away on Sunday, and you still play great. You held the team to 6 points, but you love to see some takeaways, especially in a game like this coming up on Sunday. That's how you steal football games in this league, right? Game maybe you're not supposed to win. You take the football away in their zone. You create small, shorter field for your offense. Those types of things. You score a defensive touchdown, something like that. You know what I mean? I think we have the personnel to do it in our secondary, but we need to make a play, right? You know what I mean? In terms of that. And I think something like that can be the difference maker in this football game.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, here comes Home Run Kennedy in for the Phillies.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, like I said, the fans is going to be so loud in that stadium. It's going to be nuts down there, man.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. I love it.
Watch out, all the horses. There could be a horse getting punched in the face. Everybody be careful down there. You never know. Some of these animals.
I've seen a lot down there. I think we've all seen a lot down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah, we have.
Damn. Yeah, most of it is Noah. Noah's looking in a freaking mirror over there. It's like, is that me? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Frank?
I'm also going to agree to the poll. The 49ers scored 41 points against the Detroit Lions, but at the same time, they nearly collapsed by giving the Lions 33 points. They kept the Lions in this game. I'm not too worried about the Niners, but there's some things there are some question marks. Of course, how are the Niners going to adjust after losing Jason Verrett and Raheem Mostert? What are they going to do with Trey Lance? That's another thing.
Oh no! You gotta be kidding me! You asshole!
I know I am one. Thank you. But
not you, Frankie. Not you, buddy. Fucking Ian Kennedy, come on!
Did he just let up a home run?
Yeah,
This is remarkable.
Yes!
That this team,
Game's tied at fucking 5.
This
Are
team's
you
so
kidding
bad
me?
at shutdown innings. This team does not know what a shutdown inning is. From starters to relievers to your closers, nobody knows what it means. Nobody on the Philadelphia Phillies knows what it means to have a shutdown inning. It's a disgrace. We'll talk about Phillies later. They're not worth our time.
Jesus Christmas!
Frank,
It's not Rizzo. It's not Bryant who was fucking traded. It's some guy named Duffy who they probably signed out of a corner bar. Come on.
He had 3 home runs before that.
No, there's 4. There's 4. This team's bad.
Wow.
Fucking bad. We called it coming. Kennedy coming.
I said it. I said home run Kennedy's coming in the game. First pitch. See ya.
Atlanta's tied up. How many games are they back? 2.5, 3?
17.
17.
It feels like it should be. 17.
It's 4.5, Nate.
Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
All right then. I have no idea where the hell I'm going to pick up, but
Sorry, I interrupted you there, Frank.
Talk Eagles, Frank.
Yeah,
You'll survive.
Yeah, I want to talk about the person that got left out from last week, and that guy is Brandon Ayuk. And the people who should be complaining about Brandon Ayuk are the Brandon Ayuk fantasy owners. No targets in 26 snaps on the field. Is Brandon Ayuk going to get some snaps? Who's going to be on him? But most important thing,
I started him.
I know, and I feel bad. I think it was a great pick, Greg. But the crowd's going to play a huge factor into this game. The Link's going to be rocking. I got a very good game, and not only I got
Don't
some
come
locks.
knocking.
I got not 1, not 2, but 3 locks going into this game.
Oh. Usually have to pay extra for triple.
You said 3 locks?
I got 3 locks. I'm pretty confident in this win. I think we go 2-0 on Sunday.
Yeah, and once that happens, then 3-0's right around the block, and then we're fucking sprinting around. Nobody's got clothes on. People are punching.
I pack up the tents behind me. We go down the broad.
They were doing it after 1-0. Oh my, I couldn't even believe it. The things that I was seeing, after 1-0, we're going to win the division. Jalen Hurts is the franchise. It was ridiculous.
Well, Nate, the one thing's fact.
That's what happens when Tommy goes on air on Mondays.
This is the facts of the matter is they're going to win the division. I've said it from day one. So I'm going to keep saying it. And they're going to keep piling up wins, and everybody's going to be like, look at Nostradamus. I'm like, no, I just once in a while, if you keep throwing shit off the wall, something will stick.
That's the way I play it.
Once Ralphie goes, I did see an update on Brandon Ayuk for this Sunday. Mr. Shanahan had some interesting words about him, but I'll wait until after Ralphie you go.
Stinks. Go ahead, Ralphie.
So I should probably change my fantasy name from Ayukin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Something different.
It's basically what Tom basically said. Shanahan said in a few extra words.
He stinks.
Basically.
He does.
Yeah.
Ralphie, before another home run.
Yeah, I'll agree to the poll question as well. Listen, it's Jimmy G. Ain't nobody scared of fucking Jimmy G. All right, the dude stinks. All right, I understand that the 49ers lost Jason Verrett, so the secondary sucks balls as well right now. And Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to sling it again on the 49ers defense. But I understand they had the best middle linebacker in the NFL too, which kind of sucks because I wish we had a middle linebacker. But it is what it is. But I agree to the poll. I just real quick, yeah, I agree. I think we start 2-0, and then the city just goes absolutely insane when we win Sunday.
Andemonia. Before we get into scores and predictions, I just want to say that first segment was brought to you by Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Head to toe, baby. You're taken care of. I can't tell you enough times to go use the promo code and the free shipping. Another no-brainer. No-brainer talk. So
the update from Shanahan, he was asked about this this morning, and it says Kyle Shanahan on Brandon Ayuk only getting 15 snaps in week 1 on Sunday. He said, and I quote, he's been a little inconsistent because he's been in and out with his injury and stuff. If he wants to be out there every single play, he's just got to be a lot better than the guy behind. AKA
Stink.
Out there. So Greg, maybe drop him in fantasy.
Stink. No, start him because then
start him, Greg.
That'll be good for us. I'll put up a whopping 0.
Take one for the team this week, Greg.
Get a mush out of here. Need a mush.
Put him in your wide receiver 1. Don't even put him in your flex.
He's available, Greg. Go scoop Jimmy G up and start him.
I would.
Listen.
Hey.
Kristen, too.
Hey.
Kristen, send me your address, and I'm getting a tumble out for you. That's the winner. I said first A2D member tonight. First one who signs up. We're winning money here. He's winning money. Willie Vegas is winning money for you. It's $9.99 a month, and you can sign up right in the comment section on YouTube. It's pinned. As soon as you go in and out, you'll see it, or you should see it right now as your comment. It's pinned right there, right in front of your face. Easy. Sign up, $9.99 a month, and they're winning money. You're winning money. Jersey giveaways are going to be given every Monday. We're going to spin the wheel for all our members. So you got that coming and 20% off all A2D gear. So come on. It's a no-brainer.
And I just want to give a shout out to all the members, man. I got a couple DMs in Texas, man. People paid off some bills. People paid off some bills this week, man. Sliding in the DMs for sure.
It was down in the DMs.
So it looks like we have a 49ers fan who joins us. Sketchy Peasant chimes in. Lovely profile picture also.
Love the Abby.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like I saw that guy on Forensic Files or
looks like Charles Manson made love with Rasputin or something.
Frank, is that Jay? Frank? No? Okay.
Listen, Sketchy's right there. Nick Bosa is a problem. Nick Bosa is a problem. D Ford is a problem. Listen, there's no question any of that shit. But our offensive line
is a problem.
Yeah, it could be top 5 in football. So you're not going in they're not going up against scrubs. That doesn't mean they can't win their battles. That doesn't mean D4 can't get to the quarterback and create props. That doesn't mean Bosa can't either. I'm not telling you it can't happen. That's why you line up. It's why you lace them. But on paper, we can hang and we can maybe beat them up. And I think we can run the ball against them. So yes, do they have a great front 7? Absolutely they do. But what we saw on Sundays, we got a pretty good one too. And maybe not a front 7. Our front 4 is really good, and our secondary is really good. So if you look at those two things, we don't have Eric Wilson is fine, right? But we don't have that middle linebacker per se like they do. But everything else, we match up better. And Noah's asleep, because it's a lock. It's a lock. He's out cold. He said, "Fuck it."
I'm wide the fuck awake.
Talk to him, Noah.
He's sleeping on those 49ers. He's sleeping on them.
2-0.
Night.
That's how concerned he is.
Here we go. 2-0.
All right, we get into score predictions. Chance for the people out there to win a $50 Venmo, Cash App, whatever you got. You got to nail it. And if you get the tiebreaker is offense, defense, player of the game. You got to put them in. Got to put them in. Screenshot, send them over. Get a little something. Get a little something in your pocket. Commenting in.
A little something more.
Commenting in. And you're getting the free play here. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
Uh-oh. Sketchy Peasants taking shots at Noah. Well,
he's probably not wrong.
No, I just want to see a rivalry between these two. It's like the rivalry I never thought I wanted.
It's like the rivals of the beards.
Yeah.
Man, Hey, sketchy peasant, go find a razor.
Jesus.
Original.
God damn.
Original.
I thought you were going to go more
I don't know
vulgar.
how he'll come back from that one, Noah. Really got him there.
So I'm trying to remember what my exact score was on Monday.
It was 23-21. It was close.
No, it was 20. It was 21-17, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 21-17 because you were 24 or something.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Our score prediction is brought to you by BodyCheckWellness.com, and you can use promo code A2D, 25% off at checkout. BodyCheckWellness.com, promo code A2D, 25% off at checkout. Take the clarity and focus. Go dabble with something. They got the back roller, CBD back roller. Oh, they can take care of you real quick. Tons of products. Go check them out. Use the promo code, 25% off. Right, I'm going up. I'm going up a little bit here. Going up because now I'm hearing all about, the 85 Bears are walking in, or the freaking the Ravens are walking in, and we got the Bucks. Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, who's walking in the door? Who's walking in the door? It's a good defense. But with a secondary issue, that makes you not as good. I'm going up on the score a little bit.
All right.
Going 28, 28-21. 28-21.
Okay.
Eagles. And that can even change. That can continue to change. But right now, the injuries, Jimmy G stinks, and the rest of it, we're a better football team. If Jalen Hurts plays he don't even have to play as good as he did, because you can't expect that week in and week out versus Atlanta, right? But if he can throw 2 touchdowns, not turn the football over, rush for another 50, 60 yards, 70 yards on the ground, and throw for 220.
If he can find the middle ground to that, we'll be fine. Absolutely.
Yeah, 200 yards passing, 70 on the
strike. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not that it matters, but Andrew Knapp. So yeah, I'm gonna go 28-21, and my offensive player of the game.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Save him for me. Save him for me, please.
I'm gonna go Devontae Smith.
Damn.
Go Devontae.
Okay. That's a good pick.
I think I'll even touch. I thought everybody's gonna go like Jalen and stuff, so I went that way. Defensively, yeah, you know who it is. It's 91. Got to hear your name a million times, and if I don't, then I need to hear Hargrave's name a million times. That's how that works. Million times. Right up the middle. You got to freaking beat them up. When you got a quarterback who can't run, you collapse pockets by your middle, smoking dudes. Smoke some dudes. And they got to stop the run. They got to stop the run on Sunday. Because the Niners, no matter who they're putting back there, are going to run the football well. You just know that. They got a good scheme for it. They're good at it. It's what they do, right? So knowing all that, you got to stop the run on Sunday. You have to. Atlanta went away from it. Well, Cordell Patterson was running like a 6'5" Barry Sanders, I felt like. Right? So they ended up going away from it. But the Niners aren't going to go away from running the football. That's their MO. So you got to constantly, for 4 quarters, stop it, slow it down, and it starts with your front, especially when you don't have all pro linebackers. It starts with your front. They got to make plays up front. So they're my 2 defense player of the game: Devontae Smith, Fletcher Cox. What do you guys got, family? Win some money. Comment it in. Let us know. Robbie already started off. Joey, add in offensive defense player of the game. Got to add it in. Win $50.
That's our number 1 pick right there. That's what we get out of him. The good old sack bunt.
Oh, was that Moniak?
Yeah.
I wasn't even watching the TV.
No.
Rocking a cool turtleneck. Rocking a cool turtleneck tonight.
Oh, that's lovely of him. Tom, I had Frank pull up the over-under for total yards for Devontae Smith. It's a friggin' joke. It's a joke.
What is it, like
Should
40?
I say it?
Go ahead, Frank.
44.5.
It's a joke.
All right. I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. It's almost like a prove it.
He's unproven still. He's still unproven. He don't got, prove it. Prove it to get that line up to 60.
Yeah. And if you think he's gonna have a good game, then you obviously
there's your edge. Right. You just found the edge, right? If you think he's gonna have a good game, you call him play of the game.
Mhm.
That should be nothing. That should be almost we're talking about putting diapers for next week on there, Tom.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. Especially them nighttime diapers.
Yeah.
Cost more money.
For me, I'm going to up it a little bit, Tom. I'm going to still obviously go Eagles win. On Monday, I had something like 24-17, something like that. I'm going to say we win 24-21. I'll say they keep it a little bit closer, obviously. We still win, obviously. I think it's one of those games, again, I'm not saying it's going to be comfortable, clearly, because I have us only winning by 2. But the 49ers, I don't imagine are a team that's just going to go away and die. They're going to be a team that hangs around, and I think it's going to be an anxious, maybe nervous fourth quarter. Hell, maybe that 24 points, maybe that's a go-ahead in the final minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're down, and we need a touchdown to go up ahead. So either way, I see us winning, by 2-3 points, something like that. I love Devontae's offensive player of the game just because I think he could easily double the over-under, but just to be a little bit different, I'll go Gainwell. And I'm not trying to be like Ross Tucker and say, oh, this is Westbrook, this is Brian Westbrook, but I can see him get in the end zone a couple of times. I really like how they use him and they integrate him along with Miles. Kind of feel bad for Boston Scott because like the infamous Boston Scott, we didn't even see him at all. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all that we didn't have to see him. Not because he's not any good, it's because we have other options.
Well, not any good.
He's good against the Giants. That's about it. I got to give him that credit. But I do honestly believe Gainwell gets in the end zone a couple times. Devontae Smith can have a big game, but I'll go offensive player of the game, Gainwell. And then defensive player of the game, I'll go right back to the same guy I had last week. I'll go Javon Hargrave. I just think he's going to thrive in this situation. He's finally healthy. He's finally adjusted to the scheme. And I think at the end of the day, everyone's focusing on, Fletcher. I think because their offensive Nate, I believe you said it earlier, that it could become a one-dimensional offense late in the game for the 49ers just because they don't have that guy who screams, oh, he's going to be a 100-yard guy on the ground just because Mostert is gone. And listen, I like Sermon, but again, unproven. The other guy is unproven. So they're going to get theirs.
Who was the guy last week? Didn't he have a good game last week?
Elijah Mitchell.
Right?
Yeah.
They're
going to be able to plug and play. They'll be able to plug and play in that system. So that's what they do. They run the football. That's what they're built upon. So, and you wouldn't know by the second half, Falcons, Patriots, but they're essentially built on the run. So I would assume if it's working, which it could, that they'll continue to shove it down your throat.
Mm-hmm. But I'll go Javon Hargrave as my defensive player of the game. I think he has a sack or two again.
My score prediction is going to be 24-21 Niners. My offensive player of the game will be Debo.
Wow, walk off.
Mean Gene again? This is 8th.
Wild pitch.
That's the perfect way to win that game.
Especially too, because on Odubel's hit, the guy had Knapp out at third if he would have looked.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
The team that
We're still in it.
Yeah. They were somehow more incompetent than us.
Man, I'm so far behind. Oh my God, Trino's got so crossed up. That's amazing. 24-21. Offensive player of the game is Debo. Debo Samuel. I think he runs all over us once he catches the ball. And then Eric Wilson will be my defensive player of the game.
No.
Well,
no. What? Yes, Eric Warner. Yeah.
Fred Warner, right?
Fred Warner, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I drew a blank. I was looking at our guy.
You, Eric Wilson.
I'm sure I didn't know his name when I was trying to talk about him. I'm trying to talk about somebody else, and I come up with his name.
Right. He does the same thing with me. His name comes in my head for all the wrong reasons.
Well, I got the Eagles winning this game 24-20. I think it's going to be a close ball game. I mean, yes, the Niners are a tough team. I know they're coming in pretty beat up in the secondary, but they still have a formidable defensive line and linebacker unit. Nonetheless, though, I think we're gonna move the football on them, and I think. I really like Hurts's chances to really get the ball downfield. I think Smith's going to have a big day. I think he finds the end zone twice, and let's for fun, let's give a TD to Quez Watkins. Why not?
Okay.
Oh,
So
Frank's
there you
happy
go.
about that.
Frank.
Right there,
Frank.
Frank got a little hard.
So there's your 3 touchdowns and an Elliott field goal, and that's 24 points, and that's going to be good enough to beat this Niners team.
Yep.
So let's give the offensive player of the game. We'll give it to Hurts. Why not? First home start at the Link.
Nice.
For this year.
Not really, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. Already forgot about the 4 games that more or less became irrelevant last year.
Yeah.
But tomato. On the defensive side of the ball, let's go with Hassan Ridgeway. I'll tell you what, he got a lot of pressure on Matt Ryan in the second half of that game. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
So
kind of a head scratcher there, but we'll take it.
Did you pull that name out of a hat, Noah? Did you put all the defensive guys in a hat and you're just all right, let me just pick one guy and
right here.
Noah.
Yeah, right here. This hat right here.
No, I got to congratulate you because you, sir, are most likely the only man in America that has picked Hassan Ridgeway to be defensive player of the game.
Now, Quez Watkins, he's really
yeah. Frank got happy on that.
In the roster.
Started running around
deep in the roster here.
I think it's going to be a shootout, man. I really do. I think it's going to be
a bit of a reach, but I don't give a damn. We're going to win this fucking game.
Okay.
And most importantly, I think we're going to see continued good line play on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, give me a shootout, man. Give me a shootout in this one. I like it 30-27. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. There was a lot of scoring in the last game. Can we stop the run? I mean, I think Jimmy G will be able to throw on us a little bit. He has weapons, right? He's got Samers. We got a monster game. And then we know what Kittles can do. But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be right. That hook's going to catch somebody, right? That 3.5, whether you're on the Eagles or whether you're on the Birds. So I'm sorry, or the Niners. So give me 30-27 offensive player of the game. Give me Goddard. I like Goddard here. TJ had a good game for Detroit, so it makes sense that don't look at that tape and follow that same suit. I don't think Ertz suits it up, so I think it's going to be all Goddard. I think they're going to let Ertz sit. And if he does play, he won't be effective with that hammy. You don't want to play with that hammy. You want him from the long haul. You know what I mean? And then defensive player of the game, man, give me Josh Sweat. Let me see a little bit of 94. Was it 94, right?
Yep. Josh Sweat, baby.
Let me see a little bit of 94, man. I'm a Graham fan. I've always been a Brandon Graham fan, man, and he always flashes. You know what I mean? He flashed to me, especially in the beginning. He set the tone with that hit. You know what I mean? That hit in the beginning, he set the tone. And, but I think Josh Sweat is their best pass rusher from what we can see. Right? He's their best pure pass rusher until Carrigan gets on the field. And then we're going to have waves and waves, body surfing DNs coming at you. You know what I mean? So give me.
When's he coming back?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
When's Ryan
Kerrigan?
Kerrigan.
I have no idea.
He played the other day.
Yeah, he was on the field.
He missed practice for a personal matter either today or yesterday. Didn't seem like it was anything wrong. Yeah, no, he played. He was the second leading snap getter on the defensive end at the defensive end position. Yeah,
I didn't know he played.
Barnett was last from the DNs.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
And again, I had it on my
making his money in the offseason.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Nope. No, it's not.
Contract year. Not
Good
great.
look, he didn't play.
Fucking Daily
Played.
News
Oh, he
calling the
played.
next Reggie White.
It's time he played.
I remember that night.
Yeah, we all do, Ralphie.
Yeah. Go ahead, Frank.
What do you want, Ruben?
I got the Eagles winning 34-28.
Nice. Okay.
My offensive player of the game. Now I go back to last year when we played this team in San Francisco, and I gave my player of the week. And a lot of people were surprised by this pick because, this guy was starting his first career NFL game, and now he's got a massive contract extension. I'm going to do it again this year. I'm going to pick the man from down under. Give me Jordan Mailata as my offensive player of the game as he stops the one Nick Bosa. And my defensive player of the game is going to go to Brandon Graham.
Okay.
BG.
So Nick Bosa doesn't get a sack or anything, right?
Nope.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine that?
I mean, that's great.
He's going to be kicking rocks soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
I'm very.
God.
I have a lot of confidence in this game. I think
Never gonna snip
I'll be there. I'll be there on Sunday. The link is going to be popping. It's going to be a great time for all, and let's take home the W.
Were you thinking about taking Quez Watkins before he was taken from you?
Absolutely not.
I mean, that's a lie, but we'll move on. Frank or Ralph?
I got the Birds
Frank,
winning
next
by
time you come
score.
and kiss your ass. Don't let him talk to you, Frank. Don't let him talk to you like that, Frank. Don't let him talk to you like that, Frank. Don't take that shit.
It wouldn't be the first time he said that to me. Ralph?
Birds win 23-17. Jalen gets a W his first home game as a starter. You know what I mean. Jesus, as this year. Offensive player of the game is going to be.
You just pulled a Noah, bro.
I know. I can't believe I did that. I apologize for my actions. Offensive player of the game is going to be Jalen Reagor. I can't believe I'm going there. I'll go somewhere out there.
You went
Reaching.
Gadget,
and then
gadget spinner.
For
Damn, you guys are busting my balls for picking Quez Watkins.
Well, yeah, he's like 5 right now. But defensive player of the game, I'll go Eric Wilson, middle linebacker for us.
Oh, so don't you mean Warner?
You'll actually take the pick, one that I said.
I'll take Eric Wilson.
Where's that code for Fred Warner? There's that code for Fred Warner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen. This isn't gonna be easy. This isn't gonna be easy, boys, but I think we're gonna pull this one out again.
I do want to ask you guys. I threw it to Tom on Monday. I want to ask you your overall just state of the NFC East, right? Because it seems like there's been a lot happening. Daniel Jones, he still sucks. You have obviously Fitzpatrick going down for the foreseeable future with the hip injury. Greg, I think you diagnosed it as a thrown out hip, a broken hip. What did you say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Blown out. He blew out his hip.
Subluxation or something like that.
And then obviously
But
Dallas.
he's old, so.
Oh yeah, no, he's not young. And then Dallas, obviously, all hell's broken loose since they almost won
they are dropping like flies.
Gallup out. You've got
Lawrence is out.
And
Collins is suspended 5 games.
Jesus.
Every game you see Dallas on is the over.
Yep.
Play the over. Play the fucking over, man. Play the over every game they're at.
We were talking about that earlier, Nate. Like, they're gonna score.
And that's how they were last year too. But before Dak went out, that's how they were last year, right?
Yeah,
they could put up 35 points per game, and then their defense would just be like, here's 42.
Yeah.
Or just
I
lit
think
up
I put
40.
it up. I think I put it up on the gram. Was the odds of what the NFC East is after game 1, right? So I think Dallas was the favorite at plus 115, and Washington and us was plus 340,
I think, right?
Yeah, 340, and I forget what the Giants were, at plus 450 or plus 500. But when you look at that, right, they're giving a lot of respect to Hinkie. I think that's his name, right, for Washington.
Oh, Heineke, yeah.
Heineke, my bad. For Heineke, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be I don't think it's just a plug and play, but I guess, other people are thinking that it is. And then we're sitting there and I'm looking at, like, the only thing is our schedule. Like Tommy was talking about it earlier, right? Like we could possibly go 3-0, but then it gets rough, right? We got KC, we got Tampa. I forget who smashed in between there. Maybe the Panthers.
Yep.
And then I think something else.
Raiders.
Yeah. So we would hopefully go 2-4, right? I mean 2-2 out of those 4 games. You know what I mean? Because the Bucks and KC are just a different level, right? They're just a different level in terms of teams, and talent, and it's just they're machines type teams, right? They don't need a lot of preseason games. They don't need a lot. Like, they've been playing together for a while, so they know how to play together. So when you look at that, and you start forecasting ahead, can the Eagles need to start off 3-0 to really have a good chance to win this division? Right? They need to start off 3-0. They need this win. They need this win at home, beating on the Niners and showing them that they're for real. This could be a statement game early, right? Because the Niners are a darling, dark horse Super Bowl team for some people. Or, one of the best, what's that, NFC West, right?
West, yeah.
They're in the conversation to be at least a playoff team.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Or even division winner, right? Maybe not a Super Bowl, but a dark horse to win that's a tough division that they're in.
And that becomes a statement.
Absolutely.
That becomes a statement when, like, yo, we're for real.
Yeah, we're for real, right?
Pay attention to us.
Absolutely. So when you think about that, man, I'm hoping Sirianni is kind of doing that. It's kind of saying that, like, this is our chance to really tell and put the league on fucking notice that the Birds are for real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the biggest thing, Nate, is that, and Tom and I talked about this on Monday, it's that, say, for example, again, under the assumption that we win Sunday and Dallas loses against the Chargers. Then you head into that Monday Night Football game the following week where, if things go the proper way for us, we're 3-0, they are 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
That's gigantic. And I know a lot can change in a season, especially with the additional game. But that's a 3-game swing in the
big hole
against the team that everyone's like, oh, well, we have to catch them.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. That's a tough catch. Like the Phillies being 4.5 back, right? Like with less and less games, it becomes tougher and tougher.
Well, especially, and again, this is assuming that the Eagles somehow stay healthy, and they do their job for the rest of the season. But like we always talk about, that first 6 to 8 week stretch of our schedule, without going too crazy into the schedule game, because you never know who's going to be injured, who's going to be healthy, etc. But on paper, it's a gauntlet. It's all about just weathering the storm. It's about survival, for lack of a better term. And if you can get through that, like you said, Nate, with at least a winning record or starting 3-0, Tom and I talked about, well, if you start 3-0, you can afford to drop a game against the Chiefs, especially because it's out of conference, and you're not really expecting, even if it's at home, for us to pick up a win against the Chiefs. If you do, awesome. Anything's possible.
But real quick, if you are 3-0 and you are at this point where you're playing really good football, these games against the Chiefs, the Bucks, they become more winnable or competitive football games where things can go one way or the other, right? Because ebb and flow of an NFL season. So if you're hot and feeling good for a young football team in a lot of spots, for a new head coach, we talk about it every week, right? Especially we talk about it way back in the day, but like going to locker rooms with wins keeps guys coming to meetings wanting more, right?
It changes everything. Yeah, it changes everything.
More locked in on everything, the little things, right?
They start believing.
Yeah, you believe, like, okay, shit, we can play. We can play. So that's how I look at it. So those games become games maybe that are winnable. It's hard to say that now, right? Like, it's hard for me to say that against those caliber teams. But man, if you're playing at a certain level, why not? So then they become up in the air, right? Where you steal one of those.
It's that snowball, right? It's that snowball effect, Tommy, right? It starts, but as you start winning, right? You beat a good 49ers this week. and then you beat a good Dallas, and then then not only the city, Tom, you mentioned earlier, not only is the city on fire already, but the guys in the locker room are on fire because obviously what Sirianni and that coaching staff is talking about is sinking in, right? Because there was maybe outside of that room, most of the fans were all over the place with this team. I mean, so that's that snowball effect inside that locker room that absolutely could then change the balance of that potential Chiefs game there, or the Bucs, whoever's up first that fourth week.
Yeah, because then you might, okay, can I steal one of these two? Because then I can steal one of these two, then I'm really in a good situation, because then the Panthers game is a game you should go down there and win, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then
stealing and winning games that are winnable. That's how you can sneak in and get 10, 11 wins when maybe you're not supposed to, right? That's how I've looked at this from the beginning. I'm not saying I'm going to be right. You know what I mean? But you got to steal, and this week's a big week for that. This week's a big week. Because like we talked about earlier, like Nate just did too, is that you're not expected to win a game like this. So you start winning games you're not supposed to. In a division that's not supposed to be good, because Washington's going to go 0-2 this week. The Giants stink, and they're going to go to Washington and win that game. And if they don't win it, they're sure as hell covering that 3.5. Put that in now too.
There you go.
Tom, I think the biggest thing is momentum, and and I said on Monday that before the year, and this is where went back to that poll question from Monday, that I'm not going to say Sunday's win changed my expectations as far as wins. Like if they beat a bad Atlanta Falcons team, I'm not going to say, I'm going from 8 wins to 11 wins. I'm not going to do that. I'm not there yet.
I said people aren't allowed to, right? Remember, I was like, people aren't allowed to do that shit.
No, but it changes my expectations for, again, and like I said, not to dive too into schedule, because you never know what the climate of a team is going to be, or the opposing team in that week. But before the year, I was saying, okay, that stretch of, like you said, Falcons, Niners, Cowboys, Chiefs, Panthers, Bucks, Raiders. I'm thinking you're coming out 1-5, 2-6. You know what I'm saying? If you could somehow scratch 3-3, it's like you have a winning record. Well, if you win Sunday against the Niners, you start 2-0. You handle your business against the Cowboys. You bury them a little bit in the standings, assuming they go and they lose, because that would make them 0-3, us 3-0. Then, unless you go in a complete collapse, you're looking at it, okay, say you drop it to the Chiefs, all right? Then you're 3-1. You handle business against the Panthers. You're expected to win that. You're 4-1. Buccaneers, okay, short week. Say you lose that, 4-2. You go to the Raiders. You assume, even though it's on the road in Vegas, you win that. You're 5-2 out of that stretch. So before the year, I said, okay, you're going to be 2-5 at the most. Now you're looking at 5-2, and that's me calculating a loss against the Chiefs and the Bucs. So
a 4-3 isn't horrendous in a division like this either. So even if you come out 4-3, I think we're still, as a fan base, to your point, right? I think we're still feeling good, because I don't think anybody's going to be lighting the world on fire.
Especially with how big it opens up again on paper in the second half, when you have the Lions, then you have the Broncos, and then you start playing the Washington.
The old Treadwater game, right? Yes. The old Treadwater, get out of the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Above 500, and then you know what I mean, you can almost dictate how things are going to go, right?
And I hate, part of me hates doing that, because I feel like we're this team, you would assume, is a much more competent team than what we just saw the Phillies, right? The schedule gets easier, right? So I don't want us to.
It's an unknown with this football team yet. If they, you know what I mean, if they can handle, when they're supposed to win games, right? I don't know. That's an unknown.
Yeah, that's that goes back into the hope thing, just for our sanity. You would hope that we're more competent than whatever the hell this Phillies team is. But I also want to hold back a little bit and say, okay, well, I can't get too excited about the second half, because I don't want to trap ourselves into, don't worry, you can have a losing record out of this stretch because the schedule's easy. It's no.
And everybody gets hurt.
Well, but then again, if you drop a game to the Panthers, which I think they're good, but they're not a great team. They're not on the same caliber as the Bucks or the Chiefs. Or if you drop a game to the Raiders, well, then you start saying, or even if you drop it against, the 49ers on Sunday, then you're looking at it, okay, are we more of a mediocre team? And if we're a mediocre team, a team like that can drop a game to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So then that's the biggest thing. It's that just be that efficient team through the stretch. That way you can be feeling good going into those games in the second half, assuming this division is going to be up for grabs.
Yeah, and get better. Because I think if the quarterback plays well, it's really going to bring this team together too, right? Mm-hmm. Like I could see that even helping morale and everything, right? If he's playing well, then guys even start believing even more. Like, okay, we got a quarterback that can play at a high level. We can win, right? And I think that's all that's important. And Jay, I think Jay was saying execution. Wayne says this whole team is buying into the new coach and the influx of young talent involving. Watch out. It gets even better, folks. And hopefully it does, Wayne. Like, this is a big week to prove that week one wasn't a mirage, that you are a really good football team. Prove it week. That's what it is. Prove it week.
Jason actually brings up something. I didn't think of this. I didn't even think about, like, the positional matchup. He says linebackers are the only position the Niners are better at. Do you agree?
To a point.
I would
so
say
you got to give him tight end.
Yeah, you got to give him tight end. You talking about the whole team, like just in general?
You
like,
just talking about defensively or the whole team?
No, but I think he's talking about position to where if you line up every position group, Eagles against Niners, Jason would only take the Niners when it comes to the linebackers, and I would say I disagree.
If I had like a healthy Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, I'd say, okay, we have a better tight end combination, but in this game we only have one. So that obviously goes to Kittle. Like, I would think two's better than one, but we don't have two. We got one.
Yeah, and the receiving core, the San Fran's receiving core is better than ours. Their quarterback's better than ours. Yeah. I don't know. Their quarterback, I don't know. A lot of people don't like that. Their quarterback. Bro, he's 24-8 as a starter.
I don't care. That's all. That's great.
That's great as a starter.
That's great. He's not better than. He's not.
He is.
He's not like Chris Sims. He's not like Chris Sims. He's not. He's not. He threw for 70 yards in the title
white dude. Like, let's
70 yards in the title game. 70 yards. I feel like he threw for in the title game.
Nah, he's a winner in this league.
I think to Nate's point, I think at the very least you could say that and this could probably go into Tom's argument to where he's going to stink, but more. There's more proven with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, he's proven.
There's
all it is.
But what's he proven to do? What's he proven to
do? What are you talking about?
Get the ball out quick, use his weapons well.
Get the ball out quick. He couldn't even throw the ball. The last time he was in a big moment, he couldn't even throw the ball.
He learned it from the great. I mean, Tom gets the ball out quick as hell.
Wait, Tom, wait. Tom, we were all watching that game together.
I didn't say he was
Tom Brady.
I just said he learned from the great. That's all I said. He learned.
He learned Instagram models. He didn't learn shit.
Tom, I hate Jimmy G, but I'm pretty sure that he had a lead going into the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. So you've got to play well to get a lead.
Good for him. He lost the football game. So, I mean, good for him. I'm not saying I don't like him. I don't think I never thought he was anything. I think he was overrated a little bit. But I'm not saying he's not a competent starter in this league. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just not scared of him. They got to beat you other ways, right? He's not going to go spinning it all down your throat.
Hey, it's Bill.
What up, Bill? What up, Bill?
Bill.
Peace nugget, Bill.
My guy, Bill.
Bill.
Wow, Bill.
Bill.
I like that. William Middlebrook. That sounds like a linebacker.
Thank you, Ralph, for getting the reference, by the way, Ralph. Thank you.
I called it too.
We welcome you, baby. Another A2D member. Sign up, fam. Win yourself some money. The link's right in our comments on YouTube, right at the top. You find it, become a member. We're doing jersey giveaways every Monday. We spin the wheel. Right? I gave Tristan the tumbler. He was the first member of the night. Right? And 20% off. Nate's winning you money. Willie Vegas is winning you money. I mean, we can't. We're giving so much while other people are putting their Venmos in, asking you to Venmo them while they do shows. That's a difference from the big boys and the kids. The difference of the tables, right? The big boy table's given. We're making you money. You're tripling, quadrupling your money, right?
Keep going. 10x, 15x.
I'm just being nice with it. I mean, we could talk about you paying mortgages and shit, but on the other side, then you got people begging. Here's my Cash App.
Professional photo shoots.
No, I ain't going there. I see it all over. People everywhere begging for money. Here's all our links. Here's all the links so you can pay me. No, we'll make you money while you're paying us. I mean, you're paying us, and we're gonna make you money. But yeah, I mean, Nate's been hot. I think Willie's been hot too. I think Willie does great with daily fantasy. So
I won with his picks last week. With a couple of his lineups.
Good week.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm playing a little online slots right now. I'm just dabbling. Just
get into the online casino,
Stop,
bro.
I already won 120.
They're even more rigged than the real casinos.
Yep.
I won 120 already.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna lose it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna say,
game
got-
did you
When it goes
play?
back down, I cash out. I'm out of junk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Wait
myself
till you're
20
laying in bed at 3 a.m.
You'll be back
one more
in.
spin. One
You'll
more
be back
spin.
in. Man, let me try and get
out, they pull you right back.
Pull you right
Yep.
back in.
Tom, you're gonna be sitting there at 1 a.m. and you're be like, let me try and get a quick 75. Let me get a quick.
I just get
I
one.
mean, I was playing some slots earlier, like a couple hours before the show. I turned 30 into 125. So
Nice.
Nice. That's what you
I
like.
turned 0 into 0.
We got another one.
Hey.
We rolling.
You guys, look at you guys. We're giving. Look at
Yeah,
you.
look good. Look
Go,
at
baby.
that.
Let's go. James now
Yeah.
entered into the wheel too, the Jersey wheel. He's entered the Jersey
Yeah.
wheel. Next week's first wheel spin is going to be a Bryce Harper, and we're going to go from there. Just before the end of the baseball season, I got to get a Brycey out. Phillies fucking stink, but we got to get a Bryce out. You know what I mean?
If it's a Harper cake, Tom, can you put my name on there, Tom?
You're not allowed to win.
that would be cheating, Ryan.
That's like the DraftKings online gambling. You know what I mean? That would be considered rigged.
Fair. I understand.
And I'll take shots at DraftKings until they want to give us $100K to sponsor. And then we'll talk great about it.
And by the way, full transparency, Tom, I'm still not scared of Jimmy G. So I don't think I was saying.
No, I don't think either one of you guys are. You're just saying that like he can win football games. I get you. I'm not saying he can't. That's why this is a tough test, because he can win football games. I'm just not scared of him. And if this defense comes to play, like we put all these assets into our secondary, Slay, Harris, Nelson. If Jimmy G spins it, we got problems. Nothing he can't. You shut down Matt Ryan. That's a better offense. Nothing a better play calling. That's just a better offense.
You know the biggest thing too, and
I would say better weapons too, outside of Kittle, Tommy, with
Agreed.
that Falcons.
Agreed.
Offense.
Ridley's better than Samuel, and Pitts is a weapon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And Matt Ryan's better than Jimmy G. And it's in their building. just to add a little piece. So I don't know what you guys think, but I know that we just did our predictions and offense defense player of the game. So make sure you're commenting in, fam. You can do it throughout the whole show and screenshot it, send it over to us, and guess what? You'll win $50 if you nail it. Win
Appreciate you,
50
Bill.
piece.
Appreciate you, Bill.
Bill, I love you. You know this. We disagree on things. That's what it's built on. That's what it's all built on. Little disagreements are good for you. You know what else is good for you? Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Head to toe taken care of. We talk about it all the time. And you like fantasy sports? You like to dabble? Like to dabble on some fantasy? Go check out our fans.
Check out France. Ooh.
Yeah, well, friends too. Go check out our friends at FanUp. It's the best way to enjoy fantasy sports. Sign up at FanUp only on the Apple App Store, and you can win great prizes. I know there's prizes from the Fanatics, and you can win money, daily NFL contests, and more. Sign up today. FanUp.app or find it on the Apple Store. I've been dabbling. Come compete versus.
Yeah, I've been in and out of there.
Oh, look at
Good
this.
stuff.
We're doing this, and then we're getting this. 40 boy.
Lou.
Appreciate the super chat, brother. He said, Hurts is my QB1. Would join a member, but I can't gamble in Maryland. Thanks for the content. Part of the reason I love this time of the year. 40 boy, we love you. We'll
Thank
take
you,
that
brother.
too. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
Can't thank you enough, guys.
40 boy, you can you might not be able to gamble. You can probably do DraftKings like daily fantasy, can't you?
Nah, I don't think so.
No. That was the weird thing. I could do that in Florida, but I couldn't gamble.
Oh, maybe.
I could do
Let's
daily
see.
fantasy, but I couldn't
DraftKings-
gamble.
Let's see. I got the Google up. Let's see. DraftKings.
While you-
Appreciate that, 40 boy.
DraftKings is not legal in Maryland. The sports book is not legal, but
Yeah,
don't
it's
know about
surprised. You'd be
Daily Fantasy.
surprised. It's not. I think like maybe like what?
Ooh,
What's it?
Donovan. Okay.
Maybe like 30 states are
5 piece.
legal or something
Yeah.
like that. Like it's barely half.
It'll be in Florida, I think, after October.
Okay.
They did sign it in, but it's just not there yet.
But you can play the daily fantasy in
So, you know.
Maryland.
So
Oh,
sleep tight.
Did he fall asleep? I forgot he
Yes,
was.
he did.
To be honest with you, didn't even notice him.
yeah, same here.
My eyes were going over. There
I
we
thought
go.
we forgot he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he was here too.
Donovan, thank you, brother. Jimmy G will be on the Giants next year.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, that quarterback stinks. We know that.
The Giants would be good with Jimmy G. I'll tell you that.
Better than Daniel Jones, Nate. We'll agree on that one.
They would
That
be
guy
good
stinks.
with Jimmy G for sure.
Guys, I'll tell you the biggest thing, too. I don't think anybody mentioned his name. The health of Rodney McLeod, I think, is going to be crucial this week. Because we're
Is he
all,
back this week?
well, he was limited in practice today. He still got that knee. So it sounds like it's going to be close to a game time. Again, it's only Wednesday, so we'll have a better chance to hear his 100% chances on going.
Yeah.
But obviously Epps is out, so Kayvon did a good job in his place. Yvonne says Rodney is playing. I didn't see that, Yvonne.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta wait because nowadays with some of these injury reports they won't come until almost game time because then they changed the rule like a year or two ago where they didn't have to.
Yeah, you can hide it almost.
You can
Nate.
hide it for a while.
You don't have to necessarily designate them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. The designation could be I forget what it's off the top of my head, but it could be the designation all the way up until kickoff almost. Got to be careful.
And they have to give the full injury list on Friday, correct? Of who's
I believe
out.
so, yeah.
Yes.
But they could be like questionable all the way up.
Yeah,
Game time decision.
Yeah, or something
Yeah.
like that.
I want to ask you guys, NFC East related. Forget about again. Like we can buy in to what Rivera's saying that Heineke's their guy or Kyle Allen's their guy. Two-part question for all of you.
Loves moves. Guy loves to move and shake. I can smell it.
Yeah.
Is there a trade machine for the NFL?
There is.
There actually is. Yeah.
There is. It's my homepage right now. It's the season.
Now a comment.
No, because honestly, let's be real, okay? And I don't give a damn about the Washington football team, but there's a point where let's just stop being irresponsible. You're not going to tell me Taylor Heineke or Kyle Allen is your guy. Like, can we stop being irresponsible? So, like, my question is, A, would you guys stay in pat? B, what do you think they're going to do?
Who's out there?
Cam
Outside
Newton.
Cam, and then you've got the good old trade.
Cam's the only option. They're not trading for
Yeah.
Sean Watson. They're not doing all that.
RG3.
Greg, I need that in my life. I need that in my life. I'll be so
What a
happy.
comeback.
That'd be
Huh?
something.
Can you imagine that?
I would be so happy. I would be so happy.
That would be
Play
hilarious. That'd be a good
NBA
story.
plays one, leads them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
You know what,
That'd be
Ralphie? I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't even be mad.
I'd be
mad. No, I'd be a little mad, but I'd be like, you know what? It's a story.
Yeah.
There's a story.
It'll be the next 30 for 30 or
Listen, I'd rather
Some
lose to
movie
that
that'll
guy
be
than
in
Daniel
theaters.
Jones. I'd rather lose to that guy than Daniel
Listen,
Jones.
right. I
Yeah.
think a lot depends on Thursday night, right? Like if they go 0-2, you start getting some panic in the room, right? More so than not. If they figure out a way to win Thursday night, I don't think they do anything yet, right? Like I think as much as they tread water, they won't. But if they go 0-2, I think like that pressure internally mounts where they make a move. But if they win Thursday night, I don't think they do anything. But if they lose Thursday night, I think that's that's totally on the table. Like a Cam. I could see Cam signing if that happens.
Or honestly, I could see maybe like a Nick Foles going to Washington, and they just eat some of that money for this year. You know what I mean?
Hard at the quarterback position to make trades and expect the guy to come in and get your playbook down and your timing down. It's just hard. It's not like other positions. It's just hard.
Yeah, but do you? It's tough though because this division is it's such a toss up with this division, right? Like we said it
Do you
throughout
think
the
it's still a
offseason.
toss up though? I think it's pretty clear who the top two dogs are.
I think, outside of the Giants right now, because the Giants look atrocious right now.
And I'm not sure.
I still think it's 3 teams. I think it's still 3 teams in this division with Dallas, Philly, and Washington. And if Washington wins, right, they win Thursday night, they're 1-1. They're still in it, even with Fitzpatrick injured. I mean, they could take that chance of just saying, hey, we'll just trade for somebody that I know that doesn't need the playbook right away or, has to learn it right away, but get a veteran in there, and just ride that horse all the way to the end of the season.
I think they go with the quarterback they have. I think they're going to see what he is and what he has. It just doesn't make sense to trade for somebody right now. I mean, Cam would make sense, right? But is it the same offense? Or I guess –
Yeah, I don't know.
It's because you play with him so much, he would cater the offense to Cam, right?
Yeah, does Cam even does Cam even pay attention to an offense? Like, do you look at Cam and say that's a guy who But
is he a better option right now outside of Heineke though?
I don't know. I don't think anybody
is.
Can Heineke play?
Here's the thing that you got to throw in now, because
but if you're in a division that you're right there to win it, right? Like I said, this division is a toss-up. Like anybody can win this division at 7 wins or 8 wins or 9 wins. We've seen it for the past 2 years now, right? If you can bring in a Cam Newton, a guy that's played with Ron Rivera already, you just cater to Cam. You just let Cam go play and just figure out the rest.
I guess the real question with Cam and I guess all other BS aside is, can he throw the football? Right? You know what I mean? Like we saw him in New England and he struggled to throw just basic routes, whether he could read a defense or not, whatever. But can he physically throw the football well enough to even be considered? I don't know that he's answered that question. Because he had that shoulder surgery, you know what I mean? And
I get you on that.
He just seemed like last year just to be missing very easy throws. Because that Patriots team could have gotten a wild card last year if he was just an average quarterback.
No, he throws a dead football now, Greg. You're spot on. It's a dead football.
Was he okay in preseason though? It was pretty close in preseason though, right?
Well, he didn't. I don't think he played much or at all.
I think he played like 2 series against us.
Yeah, and the other thing too, we got to keep
a guy who could get away with raw natural ability for you. Yeah. Okay, and then when injuries start to set in and the bang up starts to set in, what happens is a guy then if his footwork isn't good enough to begin with, right? Then it becomes a problem throwing the football, right? Because you never stepped in the throws. You could always just you know what I mean? Your feet could be in all different directions and you could still make that crazy throw. Now you can't. And then you're where you're at now, right? Simple as that. Then you're at where you're at now where it's a shell of yourself.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
BFA live sports.
Dougie.
Got another one.
They're coming to steal Moss money picks.
Look at you, Doug.
Money picks. I know what you're doing, live sports.
I know, Doug. You should. You should.
Dougie. Love it, Dougie.
Love Doug and Al. Go get them a follow. Go give them guys a follow over there, fam. Make sure you go give our boys a follow.
Let's go. Got another one.
They got high school sports rocking like it's freaking ESPN. It's amazing.
Get it for the love.
Awesome. They just signed got a social media sideline girl today. They're getting ready to roll.
Oh, little social media sideline girl. They're rocking.
Yeah, getting ready to roll.
I know you would know about that. You would write all over that.
Yeah, just following our other boys. Celebrating some success.
Doing your research over there, Greg.
Doing a little research.
Understandable.
A couple follows here and there on the gram.
Guy just does his homework.
Did the friend from the golf course ever call?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I can't win them all.
No. Yeah, one.
Throw it out there. You see which one sticks. No problem.
The other thing to keep in mind, real quick, with the Cam thing, just because it is 2021, because he is a free agent. If they signed him, let's say tomorrow, they probably wouldn't be able to use him for another week because he's got to go into the whole the COVID bubble.
I forgot about that.
And he's not vaccinated, and Ron Rivera is not a fan of that. So
that could be another reason that he might. Yeah, he's not signing him.
Yep.
Ron's a big pro-vax guy.
So they would have
big jab guy.
So they would have to
a big jabber.
Theoretically, any team with any signing they would have to make a signing probably in a bye week. That way you can afford yourself a week to A, enter the bubble,
Well,
the
shit.
bubble
When
that
is-
isn't a bubble, and B, get integrated with the offense. So, like I said, I don't expect any of this to happen anytime soon or at all. And part of me really doesn't want it to, because the last thing I want is for them to upgrade the position at quarterback. But it's just odd, you know what I'm saying? That even in a
secretly love the Washington football team. You secretly have like a little something for Daniel Snyder and the boys down there.
no, you know what I like, Tom?
Their bye week's week 9.
I like to win. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to win with Taylor Heineke. You're not.
Their bye week is week 9, Ryan.
Yeah, but we don't want them winning.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying I hate the assumption like, oh no, Taylor Heineke, he can be a starting quarterback on 32 teams. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the quote that came out yesterday.
Wasn't he playing in the CFL 2 years ago?
Who?
I mean, can he win the football game? We're gonna find out. That's the question. They might not know. They don't know if he can. I'm not saying he can, but like this, they say he automatically can't.
Somebody was playing Canadian football.
Oh no, he can. He can. Just like Ralphie can. Frank can.
Stop. No, they can't.
No.
Ralphie, don't take that from him. I believe in you, Ralphie. I believe in you.
Let's go, Tristan.
Ralphie, you know how to read a defense, right?
Yeah. Single high safety. If the back slides down, it's a cover 2 man spy.
54 is the Mike.
Linebacker 53. Mike 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Cam Newton. You're talking about Mr. No Read defense, Cam Newton. So, you got a better chance of Tyler Heineke knowing the offense and being able to read a defense better than Cam. And that's not a shot at Cam. Cam got away with just being a fucking moose.
Oh, yeah.
Moose knuckle a great athlete.
And Jamarcus Russell could last how many weeks with the Raiders? 3 or 4 without watching any tape? I think I'm right there with him.
Yeah.
And Tom, keep in mind, too.
They got rid of Dwayne Haskins and then kept Tyler Heineke. So I think that tells you what they think of him, at least, that he's capable in these spots. You know what I mean?
Shit, when Ron Rivera was hired, they traded for Kyle Allen the next day.
Yep. And Kyle Allen's no longer on a roster, if I'm correct.
No, he's the third.
No, he's the backup quarterback now.
Yeah.
So not making an impact at all. Perfect.
He'll be in by week 6. Don't worry. He'll be in by week 6.
He's the third string quarterback.
Yeah. So now he's the backup.
Right. So how are you going to make that much of an impact being a third string?
Nope. Not likely, unless you're going with a 2 quarterback set or 3 quarterback set.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
No. I mean, they can if they do. God bless them, but I don't think they. I wouldn't really.
He's just there because he knows the offense. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate. Thank you.
Yeah. No, for sure.
You guys want to go?
They're putting in the offense, but Heineke's there because they think they believe he can play.
Yeah,
they
they believe he can play. I don't see it.
Oh yeah,
no, I don't see it either, Nate and Rye. I'm not telling you guys he can. I'm just speaking on their terms. I told you if they lose, I see them go panic mode, right? If they lose Thursday night against the Giants and go 0-2, and that football team isn't good in New York at all.
Yeah, they're definitely making a change at quarterback.
Oh, and especially if he doesn't play well. Like if they get shredded for some reason, that's a different conversation. But if it's because of him, then it.
Well, what is that line? What is?
They're getting 3.5. Washington's getting 3.5. I love or the Giants are somebody. I forget.
New York. So Washington's -3.
Yeah, Washington's -3. I love the Giants in that football game. The cover that game. They get it now at 3.5. You know what I mean?
What's everyone else feeling? We'll start with that game for our predictions.
Well, speaking of that, when we go into when we go do these, I'm going to set the tone for them, and it's brought to you by our doc. Make them yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Listen, you're a little locked up. Let the doc and his staff fix you up. All right, fix you up. They're the best. They're the best at what they do. And even the voting says it. Even the voting said it. But he's the best. You see him once a month on Sundays on Agree to Disagree with him. We love him. He really is. He's truly the best. And they accept all or most major insurances. So you're covered there, family. Go make our doc yours. Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. And while we're spitting shit right now, become an A2D member. Become one, right? We've already had what?
Yeah.
Three
4,
tonight?
5?
4?
3.
I think
4?
Is it 4? I think it's 4.
It's either 3 or 4, but either
Oh,
way.
who's 5? Can we
Nah,
get
it wasn't
5?
No 5. No Finsky. Can we get a 5th?
Can we get a 5th? Is that
Number
a record?
5 will always
Is
love
that a
you.
record on the show? How many have we've ever gotten in a show?
7, and it was incidentally on a Atlanta Hawks Sixers live reactions.
Oh shit!
Yeah, probably when we first
No.
opened it up, I think. Like when
Yeah.
we first
Let's open it up.
Yeah.
we had a good not the first time we did it, but like the second or third, we got a little rush with it. So
Nice.
become a member, win money. That's what we're here to do. We're here to win you money and get you in giveaways and all that fun stuff. We're gonna have around the horn coming for our members, which is gonna be phenomenal. So listen, do it. Just do it. You're gonna win money. You're winning your money back plus some. You're paying bills. People are inboxing Nate saying they paid their bills.
Paying bills, dog. Like they're like, oh my god, thank you. I was a freebie. That was a freebie too.
Oh,
That was the group.
The group freebie.
Yeah.
The group freebie. Was that Sunday night? Or was that Monday? No, that was Monday
Monday
night.
night.
That was Monday, yeah.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Nice little $900 freebie in the chat.
Yeah, Latavius Murray scored there. Boom.
Yeah. As soon as he scored, my phone just started blowing up. As soon as he scored, my phone started ding, 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 ding. Wife looked at me like, "Who the fuck is this?" Mind
So
your
we're gonna
business.
go through our all the games. Or are we doing our locks right now?
We'll do games and then we'll finish off with locks.
Okay.
Who's gonna run
All right.
through the board? You running through it, Rye?
Yeah, I got all the
Yeah,
locks.
Rye can do it.
Oh, thanks, Ralphie. Thanks, Ralphie. Uh-oh.
Hey, there's
Oh,
Bob.
you got another one?
There's five.
Let's go.
Boy, look, he did it anyway. He did it
Oh,
anyway.
he's in.
He did it anyway. Look
He looked up the rules. We're in.
There's Bob.
Underground bunker.
I mean,
Unbelievable. Once he figured out the LA fantasy, he was in.
he saw the winning streak.
He
There's
changed
no
his
bullshit.
location. He changed his location. He
Yeah,
went.
goes to the next state over.
He drove to Delaware.
Yeah, he went for a little drive. He's joining from the car. That's commitment right there. That's
Appreciate
commitment,
you,
right
brother.
there.
Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna keep this winning streak going. Trust me.
Absolutely are. Absolutely. Listen, and $9.99 a month. Come on, guys. We spend stupid money on dumb shit. So it's well worth the commitment, even long term. And we know in gambling, people are going to lose sometimes, right? You're not going to win every game, but we're going to come out on top. That's the difference. And Nate teaches you, right? He walks you through it. I mean, there's nobody better. We didn't just come out and say, oh yeah, we got Joe Schmo giving out picks. Jimmy from down the street. Jimmy. He's giving out. He's got his picks.
Johnny from the cannoli store. He's in the back.
Johnny Cannoli with the picks. Johnny
Johnny
Cannoli.
Cannoli with the picks.
Yeah, and if you don't give him his money, he'll probably beat you with a baseball bat. So yeah,
Or a cannoli.
or give you a cannoli.
And you know what they'll tell you, Ralph? You know this. Well, you know the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, the family.
Yep.
You've been to a Thanksgiving
Okay.
dinner. You've been to
Yeah.
a Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I love a good
Throw
South Philly
Throw
talk.
him a bone. You know the family.
They'll take care of you. They'll take care of you.
Oh, I love it.
So Giants at Washington football team. You've got Washington -3. What's everyone going with?
Giants.
Giants, yeah. Giants.
Where's it at?
I
Washington.
think it's in Washington.
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 I'm gonna take Washington.
I'm going to take Washington.
Yeah, I'm on Washington too. I like
Love
Give me
the
the Skins.
Giants. Love the
I,
Giants.
and the point, I don't bet. That's the one thing about me. I do not bet Thursday night games. I hate Thursday night games. I do not bet Thursday night games. But in this game, if I was betting it, I like Washington there. I think that defense is too much. They're gonna make them vanilla.
Noah, how about you, brother?
He's here? What up, man?
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm winning money in slots right now, guys. I'm double dipping. Nobody
What game you playing?
Greg,
double dips. Double dip.
Greg, the mood's going to change in about 13 minutes. 13
Yeah.
minutes. It's going to be.
No,
right
it's like
a
on.
long
switching
time on
games.
clots.
I
13
keep
minutes.
switching games out. I don't play the same game too long.
Which game are you playing?
Atomic Meltdown.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Sounds like a
keyword meltdown.
Oh, it's a good one. It's actually a good one.
Membership's coming, please.
I love it.
Atomic
What
Meltdown's a good
Atomic
one. I
Meltdown
like,
brought to you by the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, they won a game tonight. So I'm a bone.
Atomic
I hear
Meltdown.
you.
There's a 3
they
Mile
stole
Island in
one.
Chernobyl.
Did Atlanta win?
I am not sure. I can look real quick.
Thank you, Ralph.
I think right now we're 4 games back.
Well, no, that's impossible because we were 4.5. So
They are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth right now.
still 2-2. Oh my God! Hey, come on!
Is that game televised? I feel like my country needs me.
It's on ESPN Plus. I know that.
Oh, I'm not paying
Nope.
for that. Nope.
Nope.
I'll be watching that.
It's
Yeah, pay for
two
that.
outs in the bottom of the ninth.
I paid for that in
They
Florida.
don't need you that badly, right, Brodo?
Nah, I'm good. Was it worth it, Tom, in Florida? Well, I'm sure it was worth it. You were
No, because then I got the MLB extra innings and I didn't watch a second of ESPN Plus.
There you go. Noah, who are you
It's
going with, Noah?
ESPN Plus where you can use Reddit MLB stream. So
That too.
I like the Giants to bounce back in week 2 and get a win on the road.
Jordan from Down Under is predicting a tie.
Oh my God.
that'd be nice.
I wonder what the odds are for that, Nate. A tie.
I would say plus
Let's see.
1,500. Plus and around now. Plus 13.
Let's
plus
find
15.
out. A tie.
See if I'm close, right?
James Williamson says, I would rather have Washington football team at 0-2 than the Giants. Giants are definitely going to fall apart sooner or later.
I agree.
Fair.
I agree, James.
One of our members, Billy Dobbins, says the Giants winning 16-13 in a real – that sounds riveting, Billy.
Yeah, you
Sounds
want
like
the Giants to win because they're not their quarterback's not good enough, and either's Washington's right now, right? So you would rather make Washington go 0-2, right? And because I feel better playing the Giants than I do Washington. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because of their defense, so you want Washington to lose some games.
Let's see. The next game, you've got Las Vegas Raiders going to Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Pittsburgh minus 5.5.
Give me the Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Who are they facing again?
The Raiders.
Raiders at Pittsburgh.
Going off that emotional overtime win, then you're going on the road, East Coast. I think Las Vegas can hang, but I think the Steelers are. That's me.
Let's count if Jacobson's hurt or not. I'll just talk about that. You know, we do this on Money Pot and we go through all the games, so I don't want to give out too much, and then especially for the members, make sure we protect the members as well. But I think looking at this game just from hindsight, I think Jacobs didn't practice today, so I think that's key. That's key, right? He makes that team go with that run game, and that passing game was a little bit better than I thought it would be. I know, the Ravens were hurt, and they were getting not their defensive, and then their offensive line is hurt too. Like Richie Incognito's out, and I think somebody else is out too. So I don't know. It'll be a tough game. I think it'll be one of those hard-nosed kind of old school games, especially in Pittsburgh. You know.
Yeah, he didn't. Jacobs didn't practice today due to an ankle and a toe.
Yeah, I mean he's beat up, but that's just
beat up. But he also had 2 touchdowns last game too.
Yeah, he wasn't. There was a possibility of him not playing in that game. I don't know. 5.5 is a lot of points when I think one of the football teams is a good football team, and I think year 4 of this offense for Derek Carr makes them even better in it. And the guy can throw the football, and I think the Raiders are a sneaky tough team, especially if Jacobs is playing, and they have that run game. But I like them to cover the 5.5. Not saying they're going to win the game. I just like the Raiders. I'll take the Raiders on this to cover the 5.5. The motion carries where they compete.
I'll go Steelers by a touchdown. I think they find a way to somehow stop Waller because that's literally the Raiders' offense.
And it's crazy till they force feed him. He's going to get 15, 20 targets a game.
I think he got 19 targets.
Yeah.
Monday.
And you wonder why he gets 103 fucking catches.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he might have 120 this year, 130.
You know what's crazy? And again, nobody's a Raiders fan here, but for a guy that they drafted, I think 12th overall.
Right. So, I mean, we're all junkies.
Oh, yeah. I just don't understand. You drafted a guy, I think 12th overall, it seems like they never go to Ruggs.
He stinks. He's not good enough. He's a one-trick pony. He don't run his routes hard enough. Like he doesn't create separation through toughness. He's small, right? And when you do those things and you're not running crisp routes, and all you can do is take a top off, you become one-dimensional at the wide receiver position and not good enough. Hence why he had 2 catches.
You would think and again, maybe you just can't get any separation period, but you would think they would try and regularize him and at least get him the ball in open space. Just to
Every time they tried to on Sunday, it's like he didn't run a good route. Like there was 2 times. And they like feeding Renfro more than him, from what it
I
looks
love Renfro.
Yeah.
I think Renfro he's just efficient. He's so efficient, Renfro.
And they like Jones too.
And that Edwards.
Zay
That
Jones?
Edwards.
Yeah, Zay
Edwards.
Jones,
Yeah.
They Jones hitting that wet.
Yeah, I think Henry Ruggs only caught a ball. I think it was like late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
With like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I think it was 1 early and 1 late.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like 1 for 9 early, and then he caught that bomb.
He caught that big one, and that's expected because he's got ridiculous speed.
Yep.
But in terms of like route running, I argue this with Wilson. I'm like Jerry Jeudy's way more advanced for the NFL than Henry Ruggs is.
Yep.
You know, coming out of Alabama, like he just is. You know, so I mean, sad for Jeudy got hurt, but
I'm shocked it's not broken. It was just a sprain.
High ankle sprain. Yeah.
Greg, I said that to Atlanta earlier when that news came across. I'm like, how did this dude?
Yeah.
Like my knee is across the field. Like the cap of my knee,
yeah.
my ankle might be like on the field goal post.
Oh if that happened to me, my leg is still there. I'm be at home and my leg would still be on the field.
My body, I might be dead like Wilson back in the day. I might be paralyzed.
Possibly
Guy's
paralyzed.
I died on the field.
Did everyone give their picks?
Correct.
I did not give my pick. I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Nice.
Noah, as you're drifting away into a silhouette?
9-9, baby.
Steelers or Raiders, Noah?
Look, as you guys alluded to, the Raiders are coming to the East Coast off of an emotional win. There's no way they're beating the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh covering. I think Pittsburgh wins by 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
That's the one thing about Noah. He'll wake up and get right back in action.
He's
Didn't miss a beat. Right. I think the first person talked about that, and he still remembered that shit. Good job, Noah.
He's a seasoned vet.
He is a veteran.
Yeah, he's a seasoned vet.
Pros pro, Nate. The reason he was on the first original agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Guy's a pros pro. Nothing's going to overwhelm him.
Right.
That beard has seen some things. He's been through it. He's been through it all.
Yeah. I'm not gonna turn the ball over. You know.
Nope, you're not.
Game manager.
Right.
Mr. Reliable, right?
Definitely a top 40 quarterback in the NFL. Screw you, Chris
Guys
Sims.
like Hunter Renfro, just open.
Yep. No nonsense, just wins. No nonsense, just wins.
All right, this blow-fest is over.
The Raiders, they're a type of team. They don't play very well on the road, and I see no reason that they go into Pittsburgh and have any success on Sunday.
I just think I think just to talk about this game, and then Ryan, I guess you go to the next game. But I think I can't believe I'm saying this shit. I think Tom is right though. That offense is sneaky okay. Like it is. Like they got a couple weapons, and Waller makes them go, and he makes everybody else better because
Derek Carr's good. Like he's not great, but he's good.
Above average. He's above average. He's above average quarterback for sure.
Very good. And if he's on, they're going to score.
By the way, per our now.
And Ravens defense is very good. Sorry, Ryan. Ravens defense is extremely good, even without Marcus Peters. Like Marcus Peters go wherever he wants to. It don't matter. Their defense is still loaded. I mean, they were going man, and bringing everybody at times. Like they have great corners still. So to do those types of things, I thought was big for like if you're a Raiders fan to win.
And the defense is actually good. Gus Bradley ain't no slouch. I didn't know Gus Bradley was over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's like you said, that's a lot of points, man. Something to look at.
It is.
Happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas.
Jesus Christ.
Per our Red Sox and Braves correspondent on Facebook, Robbie Scott, he says 3-2 Red Sox.
Rockies.
Or
Rockies.
Rockies. I'm not watching the game. I saw R Sox. I thought it was abbreviation for Red Sox.
Well, let's
Either
go.
way, the Braves are losing. I don't care who they're playing.
Let's go. Let's go.
Will it still stay at 4.5 if they lose tonight?
No, 3.5.
No.
Oh yeah, it
it's
goes
3.5.
down. I forgot. I thought we lost tonight, dude.
Come on, lock in.
No,
Sorry.
Ralph, that's not how sports work. That's not how any of this works. Cincinnati Bengals going to Chicago. Chicago -3.
Bears.
Not anymore. That line
Bears
got
and Andy
smacked down.
Dalton starts one more week.
That line should be 1, Ryan. If I'm not
Is
one
it
and a
one
half.
now?
Yeah, that line got smashed. Everybody's on the Bengals in that game.
Bears.
Does Fields play? Did they already pull the trigger?
Nah, they're going to wait
question.
until at least week 4.
That's the question. If he plays,
And I think that's a different bet whether he plays or not. To your point, Nate, you know what I mean? Like, if he plays, I think you know there's probably a good amount of money that would come in on the Bears just because of that.
and I would love that. I would love that if they pound the Bears because of Fields. Oh, you go Cincy all day.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the play is Cincy, but you know it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
You go Cincy all day on that one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going Bengals outright. Bengals win the football game.
I mean, 1.5. Way to go out on a limb there.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What are you stamping outright on there?
Just give him the play. Just give him the lot.
Technically an outright, genius. It's technically an outright.
Yes, it is technically an outright. You are correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the Bears in this game for some reason.
Probably because I just went outright.
No, it was before you. Don't worry.
Motherfuckers over here guessing and shit. Guessing over here.
Clear for takeoff. But yeah, I like the Bears to win this game. Andy Dalton's not terrible. Cincinnati's defense isn't good. They should be able
Red rifle.
They should be able to score some points. And we don't know what Cincinnati is. I mean, the Bears got a good front, so they should be able to put pressure on Joe. But I mean, their front didn't show up last week, so we'll see. They got a lot of money up there. A lot of money in their front seven. And they're supposed to have a good defense. So I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at week 1, but they're supposed to have at least a tough day. Traded 42 first-round picks for your DN.
Yes, Donovan, by the way, D'Amico Ryans is the new defensive coordinator for the Niners.
A hell of a DC, too, I've heard. He's a hell of a DC.
Nice. I like D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah.
How's everyone else feeling? Bengals.
I took the Bears.
I took the Bears.
I will pass.
Smart answer, Nate. Smart answer.
Smart answer.
Ralphie, what did you say?
The Bengals win.
You're going Bengals, Noah?
Yeah, let's face it. It's a matchup of two teams going nowhere this year. But, yeah, the Bengals win. They got the better quarterback.
Next game, you've got Houston Texans going to Cleveland. As of this morning, Cleveland was -12.5.
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
A lot of points, man. I mean, it's a lot of points.
You only bet Texans there. Like the way you look at that line, if you're not bet, it's a stay away. You bet the Texans. I mean, you could do a teaser, but I mean, what are you getting in a teaser? You got to do a 7-point teaser to get to get 5.5, and that's still a lot.
Yeah, and what does that do for you at the end of the day?
It's a professional football game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at betting lines, that is a lot of points for any team to lose by. So, you know what I mean? You're getting blown the fuck out if you're losing by 2 touchdowns. So.
Especially
and the team had just scored 37 points.
Well, especially in week 2. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were riddled with injuries in week 15, then okay. You know what I'm saying? Or if the team just went away and died. But I mean, you're right. I mean that's just it's a crazy amount of points.
Yeah, I think Cleveland wins the game, but give me the points.
All right, everybody's taking the points. I'm taking Cleveland then. All right, if everybody's going.
I'm taking Cleveland.
I mean, they played a bad football team last week, but Cleveland's supposed to be a playoff team and a legit contender for an AFC title game to play in one, right?
Yeah.
Like they're getting closer to that level. They're right there and being able to beat the Chiefs. They just can't close them, right? So
Damn punters.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I like Cleveland a lot. Not a lot, but like not as a lot. But if I'm going to take somebody in this game, I usually like taking the points, but the Texans stink. So give me the Browns then.
Also, supposedly one of the better defenses in football in the Browns.
Yes. So you think they can shut them down, right?
Yep.
And that's how they win by that score. But I mean, I wouldn't touch this game.
No.
But if I just wanted to dabble, I would take Cleveland.
Next game, you've got the Rams going to the Indianapolis Colts. Rams
Tough
road
game.
favorites as of this morning. Rams -4.
Colts.
When it tricked up, it was a 3.5 last time I saw it.
It's crazy.
For me, to quote one David Roska, Rams.
You'll appreciate that.
When I looked at it earlier, every part of me was saying, you know what? It should be the Rams, right? Every part of me was like, should be the Rams. But are the Colts going to lose 2 straight games at home?
Yep.
I don't know.
With the Golden Boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's nothing to do with Carson. What has to do with can their defense slow down the Rams, right?
I think their defense is banged up too.
I know. I don't.
Colts offensive line's banged up also.
Mm-hmm.
What's the line on this again?
Rams -4.
Sound like you're having a headache.
I need a field goal game. I don't know. Give me the Colts for some reason. I don't like this game either. I don't like it. Like early in the season, I don't know what the Colts are. I think we all know.
My Matt Stafford for MVP ticket says Rams.
Also, my Matt Stafford for MVP and Rams for Super Bowl ticket says Rams. So
I looked at
that.
I looked at the MVPs too, man, today. And here's a nice little gem for y'all. Here's another freebie. You know what I mean? I really like Brady at 10-1. I really do, because I'm thinking
is he still that deep?
Yeah,
Is he still that good odds?
Yeah, and I'm looking at and I'm thinking about this, and I'm just like, yo, who are they gonna lose to? Like Tampa is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
You're right. When you looked at that schedule early on, you maybe 1-2 losses on the year.
Yeah, and if he goes 14-2 or 15-1, unless somebody has some phenomenal 50 touchdown, that's what's that for time? If he goes, if they go 14-3, what is that? 4,300 yards, probably close to almost 40 touchdowns, maybe 8 picks, maybe 10. That's MVP talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. He's right there.
He's right there. He's in the running. Could be the last run for him too, little last dance too. So they'll give him the send off. Getting another one to kind of solidify himself as the GOAT again. Because what is he at? He has 5.
What's he got to throw? 40? 35? What does he got to throw?
Yeah, and he already threw 3, right? Or 4.
Yeah,
he threw 4 in that game.
He got to throw 35 to 40?
Yeah.
I think for sure.
Yeah, because Mahomes, what do you think's easy for Mahomes? You know what I'm saying? He's going to be right there.
40. Mahomes is 40.
Yeah, he'll walk into that. Russell will be up there.
Russell gets the rushing yards too in that mix. So
But I just think, and we already talked about it, right? Tampa returned so many starters from that Super Bowl team. So when you think about it, I really think at this. It's one game, right? So a lot of shit can happen during the year. Injuries. It's a long fucking season. But in my head, I'm just thinking, just from a flash in the pan, they look like the best team by far in the NFC East. There's nobody close as a complete team.
How many?
Like the Rams look good, they look good, but they didn't look like Tampa.
Yeah, you're right.
That defense wasn't as much talent as on that defense. The defense wasn't lights out.
No, their defense was the biggest concern.
And they weren't. They ran the ball in flashes, but they didn't really run the ball effectively.
No, everything was on the pass game. Everything was either Antonio Brown or Godwin or Gronk. Gronk looked like old Gronk.
And Stafford looked good. And Wilson to Lockett is nothing new. They've been doing that shit for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
2 years, I feel like.
Yeah, they've been doing that shit for years. So that's not like anything brand new. And what Rush has been doing, he's been doing it for a long time. You know, at least 5 years. And I never was a Russell Wilson fan. I was not a Russell Wilson fan at all. But at the same time, you know, I get a man his due and his respect that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and it's not even a question.
How many touchdowns did Stafford throw for on Sunday night?
I think he had 3.
Okay.
See, Stafford's going to eat up yards, right? Stafford could lead the league in yards.
Cup, maybe just 2.
Woods, Jefferson, and
Oh, that's right, Woods
Cup.
and Cup.
Because Stafford could easily look at 5,000 without even blinking.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
He had 321, 3 touchdowns.
I thought he had one to Higbee. I might have been wrong.
Nah, he had a big game to Higbee, but
Okay.
I think out of them two, it matters who has more wins, right? Like I think if the Rams have a better record than the Bucs, then and their numbers are close, and Stafford gets it, right? So I think it's I think a lot of that's going to.
Yeah, but see, to me, Stafford's got to do like close to.
Stafford's got to do so much more. I
Yeah,
agree.
he's got to. Yeah, he's got to be special. It's got to be a special year for Stafford for him to win.
But what's funny though is his odds. I got it in right before the season at plus 1,800. His odds now are plus 800.
Yeah, it's definitely a good bet. You know what I mean? It was a popular bet too. You know what I mean? But it's just that he's got to do a lot. Like they have to have the best. They have to have like the best.
They have to go to the Super Bowl.
I don't think they have to go to the Super Bowl, but they got to have the best record.
Freaking 5 picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 40 touchdowns and 7 picks put you right in the conversation.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You know, we all know Tampa's going to be good, and we all know Tampa's going to be at the end. So looking at the odds, and this is just a freebie for everybody, putting $10 on Tom to win the MVP, $10 get you 100. Small bets win big bets. You know what I mean? You could play that. You know, or if you got some of that money left over from Monday night, go ahead and throw a unit on it. Even get a little cute. Throw 2 on it. Because Tom's going to be there at the end for sure. You know he's going to be there in the end for sure. So it's
as long as there's no health concerns, right? Like obviously any player, like as long as Brady's healthy, you know he's going to put up his numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
The division also helps his case too in comparison to Stafford. Stafford, because like you said, like he's got to at least win the division
against tough teams. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Brady to win the MVP.
I mean, New Orleans has a really good defense, so I'll give them that.
It's a good bet. That's a good bet.
Next game, we've got Buffalo Bills going to Miami. Buffalo road favorites.
To Miami.
Buffalo road favorites -3.5 as of this morning.
Give me Buffalo.
I don't touch this game either, Tom.
I don't like it.
People think it's a trap game.
Yeah, give me Miami. Give me Miami for some reason. Home dog. Give me Miami.
Buffalo starting 2-0.
Yeah, Bills go
0-2.
Hate to say it.
You know what? And again, it's just one game. It's just one game, but Allen looked like the old Allen in that game, didn't he?
Listen, sometimes success, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta take a couple lumps and get back to what you did last year that make you successful. You know what I mean?
And that defense, as we saw against the Patriots, obviously you would assume the Bills are a better team than the Patriots as far as offense, but that Miami defense knows how to turn the football over. They do.
Listen, Miami's tough. They're physical. If Miami's getting points, I'm most likely always going to take their points, right? And take them and just say, okay, I'll take a damn good defense to keep me in a football game.
Wow, man. My bad, Ryan. I'm just going back, man. And I'm looking at this Tampa Bay schedule, man, and I'm just doing this because I want to give people value, right? I want to. This is how we break it down in the membership when we talk on the membership team, and then we talk on Money Pop Podcast on Sundays when we're giving out plays. And I'm just looking at the schedule and just run with me, right? Just give me win-loss real quick as a group for Tampa. Next, Falcons.
Win.
Rams.
Win.
Loss.
Loss.
Patriots.
Where was the Rams game? Was it home?
It's in LA.
Yeah, loss.
Patriots.
Win.
Dolphins.
Win.
Eagles.
Win.
Chicago.
Win.
6-1.
Saints.
Loss.
6-2.
Depends on where it is.
It's in New Orleans. Well, it's going to probably be if they're at New Orleans at that point into October, Halloween actually.
Okay.
Loss.
What would be crazy in New Orleans? You know, Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Football team.
Win.
Giants.
Win.
Colts. At end. Then the Falcons again.
Win.
Then Bills at home.
Win.
Loss.
Win.
And then the Saints at home.
Win.
And then the Panthers, Jets, and then Panthers.
3 wins.
Yeah.
Maybe
Loss, win.
Maybe 2. I'll give you 2. I'll give you the Rams and maybe the Saints in one of those, or Buffalo.
Well, here's the thing, too, Nate.
4 games.
I think Buffalo will pull the upset there.
I'll say 4 games. They'll lose right around there.
4 out of that?
It's just NFL. It's just the NFL. They're not like going undefeated.
That last week they might not play anybody either if they're way ahead and if they have the 1 seed locked up.
Oh man, I'm looking at this, man. If Buffalo's anything like, you know, Buffalo's a leak this year, or just not what they supposed to be. I mean, it'd be different if it was in Buffalo, but it's home, and the heat. Well, no, it's in December, so it's not going to be that hot in Tampa.
No, the Bills will be happy to go down there.
Right, right. But I mean, I can see the Rams right at LA. That's going to be a big game.
Yep. That's a loss to me in LA. That's a loss.
You know what I mean? And then at New Orleans, if they're playing in New Orleans, that's possible too.
Is that Rams game? Is that a Sunday nighter? Does anyone know? Or is that a Monday nighter?
4:25.
How do they not put that on the freaking?
They might flex.
Well, they might flex that one out.
Yeah, they might flex.
That seems like. I mean, that seems like a game of the year type thing.
They might flex it, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I was just trying to double check myself. Maybe 2 wins. I mean, 2 losses.
Yeah, Nate, you're not wrong on that, but just the NFL kicks in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And when that kicks in, like I can see 3, 4, but I'm not going over 4. Like I think that's the max loss total for them is 4. Like just because like last year they were weird through the regular season and then they turned it on.
Oh,
right?
Tom, you're spot on. I mean, coming out of September, there were beat reporters out of Tampa saying, "Oh, is Bruce Arians going to get fired?"
Yeah,
they were
Brady
mediocre.
There was Brady Dunn last year, and then like typical Brady, he gets his team in the dance, and guys believe that he's going to make that throw and make that big play to win games, and guys start believing you can win, and that's another factor in the Brady effect that's just amazing to watch from an outsider. But like, yeah, I mean,
I believe that shit too.
I still believe because they're scheduled like Nate said, like they don't have a lot of losses penciled in there though.
Yeah.
Nah, 3 or 4 or something like that.
So,
unless something goes.
Yeah,
crazy.
so I mean, Rod's gonna keep going, but just throw it out there for everybody listening. We still got a lot of people listening, still liking, hitting that subscribe with notification, all that good stuff. 10-1, man. 10-1 for Tom Brady to be MVP, man. Good bet.
Can I ask you one more before we go on? Can I ask you one?
I just locked it in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Greg, everybody knows you did. we know how you feel about Tommy. Just like, I mean, I love him too, but you're more the fanboy.
I'm a fan.
You would guess. You would lip guess.
There's no maiden involved. I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would too for the fame.
For the fan. This one time for the clickbait.
Yeah, that's all. TMZ, get this. Lips locked.
Get your
What is
NFT.
Jalen Hurts' odds on NFL MVP?
Oh, Tom, don't do it.
No. I just need to hear the odds.
Here we go.
I don't think he's on the list.
Well, I'm not going there. I'm just curious on the odds since we're talking.
I don't think he's on the list. I don't remember.
He's on the list. He's gonna be on the list.
Jalen Hurts is plus 3,500.
3,500?
Yeah.
Is he on the list?
You play.
Yeah.
Throw $10 on that.
Yeah, Tom's gonna dabble. Tom's going to the
I'm
app.
gonna throw $10 on it. Why not? Why not? Well, it's $10. With $10 if he hits it, we're 350.
Is he really that high?
It's a lot.
That's 3,500.
I'm trying to look for him.
I don't know what he started at though. So Braves lost.
Braves have lost.
Braves lose.
I don't know what he started at, but right now he's at 3,500. I could have swore he was at plus 10K.
He should be. That's where he should be.
to start.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a value if you like him and you believe in him.
Stop. Tom, leave that shit to me. Stop.
Yeah, I'll leave the 4-0 to you last week, too. Don't act like the kid don't know.
Okay. Okay.
knows
We'll
how to
give you a
win.
lollipop. Relax.
That lollipop. You'll see my numbers. My numbers come out. I ain't charging nobody for mine. Mine are free.
Man. You sound like the one guy. Just pick all the favorites and you win.
No,
Like,
no,
come on, stop it.
Not at all.
Stop it. Everybody think they can do it.
I've been doing it for years. I'm above even every year. I'm above. I'm in the money. I'm in the green. I'm not saying I'm in a lot of green. I'm just saying I'm in the green every year. Every year.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I don't knock it. I don't knock it.
Sometimes I'm the most 500 gambler in the world, too. There'll be years that I just go 500 in football. It's amazing. Have good weeks.
Not bad. Kyle Murray's plus 900. But he's got to do so much.
Yeah.
That's the problem with these guys. They got to do so much because you got to compare to what Tom's going to do. You know Tom's going to give you over 4,000 yards passing easy. You know he's going to give you close to almost 35 to 40 touchdowns. And his picks are going to be low. And his team is going to be in the best team in the league. I mean, I'm sorry, in the NFC East. So those guys have to match that some way, somehow. I'm not sure they do.
Or they win football games and put up production. You know what I mean? Like if another team wins 12 games, then they're in that conversation, that quarterback. Right?
Yeah, no, I agree. They're in the conversation.
Not saying they will. Like if Arizona tearing it up and they got 12 wins at the end of the year, not thinking they will, his numbers will obviously be good. And Murray, where he'll be right in that conversation, I think.
Yeah, no, Murray looked good.
He's a health guy to me. He's a health guy. Like I got to see.
Yeah, he needs his legs.
Yeah. You saw that Sunday, right? I mean, when he's moving around and shaking, he's a tough little son of a bitch.
He was one of the
bro.
This time last year, he was one of the best quarterbacks in football, and then obviously he got hurt. But a guy like that, he's more likely to get hurt because he's going to be running around a lot more.
Yeah.
Did you watch him when was he better at baseball? I know he was drafted high.
Yeah,
it's
it's
first
the
round
money.
pick.
It's the money. Like anybody with a clue. Yeah, anybody with a clue saying you take the football money right now because baseball.
Oh yeah.
You got to go all the way through the minors to get there. You better be good because one bad year messes up everything.
Right.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong.
The only knock to that is he already had it guaranteed, but he didn't have it football wise. He didn't have number one overall pick money though. You know what I mean? No. I think he had to give back $4 million.
Yeah, he didn't have he had life-changing money, Greg, to your point, but not life-changing money.
Correct.
Right?
Couldn't he always just go to play baseball too? Like, couldn't he
at the end?
Whatever he wants?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like not that it's likely to do either, but he could hypothetically, have a couple bad years in football, go to baseball. It's tough to do the opposite of going in the minors and then going to football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but is he that type of athlete? Like we see him as he's a super athlete, but is he like Bo Jackson, Deion, Hall of Fame athlete? You know what I mean? Like those are different type of athletes to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
What position was he in baseball?
He was a second baseman.
Okay. You guys want to get back to the week two?
Yeah, run it.
So we did Buffalo at Miami. Let's go Patriots at Jets. New England -5.5.
Give me the Pats.
The Jets suck. Give me the Pats.
Who?
Mac
Patriots.
Jones.
Oh, I thought he was asking like who they play.
No, I was teeing it up for Frank.
So you're going Jets, Greg?
I don't know. I don't like that kid. That's very strange. Yeah, give me the Jets.
I'm going Pats. Tom? He's not feeling good about this one either.
I like you're taking a shit.
Yeah, it's in New York.
Yes.
Give me the Jets to cover that. I don't think they win, but they can cover that. Divisional game. Maybe it's close.
Then we go to the Saints. Jameis Winston can see now. Going at Carolina. New Orleans -3.5.
Defense, great defense is travel. They're going to travel down there. Give me the Saints.
Where are they?
Carolina.
It's in Carolina. What doesn't matter? The Saints don't have nowhere to go anyway at this point.
I'm going Saints.
Is the Superdome underwater?
I don't think so,
No.
but I think they're still messed up down there.
Yeah, give me Saints. The Fighting Crab Legs.
Fighting crap.
I will take the Panthers.
Ooh. To
Sam Darnold.
to win the game or to cover?
What's the spread?
Field goal game. 3.5.
Panthers outright.
All right.
Ooh. Is it going to be another dog week? How? Hey, Ted, you got to become a member, bro. Just between me and you. Become a member. Got you.
Look at him going behind closed doors over here.
Yeah, trying to send, trying to slide in the DMs. Come on,
And
bro.
I think Ralphie's away from keyboard, so we'll come back to him on that.
Be number 6 tonight. Be lucky. Lucky number 6.
For real.
I think the Panthers are going to have a long season. Yeah, I think the Saints smoke them.
Ralphie, real quick, 'cause I know you had Sam Darnold plus 400
Sorry, real
yards.
quick for Donnie. Look at Donnie. What's up, my AGD peeps? I've been working like a dog. I miss you guys. Miss you too,
Hey,
Don.
Don.
Thanks for the super
Thanks,
chat.
Don.
bro.
Thank you, brother.
Ralphie, I know Sam Darnold. He didn't have quite the 400 plus yards like last week, but could he do it this week, Ralphie? It's Saints at Carolina Panthers.
No
New
shot.
Orleans minus 3.5. No shot.
No, not this week.
So you're going Saints.
Correct. Yeah.
Very good. Broncos at Jacksonville Jaguars. The game I know we're all excited to watch. Denver minus
Broncos.
6.
Broncos. I can't believe they lost to
Give
Houston.
me the
I don't know. Are John Elway and Mark Brunell going to play in that game?
Might need to.
Actually, Teddy had a good game, asshole. Okay.
Teddy wins games.
Teddy 20 gloves had a good game, all right?
Teddy wins games. I've been trying to say that for a long time.
Give me Denver.
Yeah, give me Denver. Jesse going Jags.
Denver, give me Denver in the hook.
I will take the Jags, but Denver covers.
Denver.
Yeah, give me Denver in the hook.
Denver.
Whatever that means.
I can't take the Jags until they run the ball more than 10 times.
And give it to friggin' Robinson instead of Carlos Hyde, please.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we
Is
doing
Urban
here?
coaching? There?
Yeah, he said today there's zero chance he takes the USC job. Until they call him and they offer him a big paycheck, and they're like, okay.
Until USC says, hey, Urban, you want $100 million?
Listen, going 0-6 does a lot to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Next game here. Minnesota Vikings at the Cardinals. Cardinals minus 3.5.
I will take the Cardinals.
Give me Minnesota.
That's a mistake. Yeah, give me Cardinals.
Todd, thanks, brother. Thanks for all you do. Seriously, though, bro.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate
Thanks,
you, brother.
Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
Love you, Todd. Give me Vikings.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Noah?
Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals.
You guys
Noah
are, you guys
sounds
are
like
everywhere, man.
Noah sounds like he's even offended I asked him that question.
Hey, Ted, if it's a tough week, you know what to do, brother.
I think the Vikings are going to have a rough year, FYI.
Join the party.
What was that about? What was that, Noah? What did you say?
I said I think the Vikings are going to have a rough year, FYI.
I agree. Falcons at Tampa. Tampa, 11.5.
Tampa. Oh, my God. Tampa in the hook.
Tampa, yep.
Tampa might actually cover that.
Tampa by 40, all right?
Tampa will cover that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tampa really might cover that.
Tampa
The
might
whole
win by
9
21.
yards.
You wouldn't be wrong about putting Tampa on a teaser on that one, because they really might be, or like a first half bet, even a first quarter bet. They could be up 10-0 in the first quarter. Easy.
I'm so confident in that to where they're going to score so many points that I literally took out Terry McLaurin in my fantasy lineup and I put in Antonio Brown. I probably would have done that anyway just because Antonio Brown had 125 yards. And Terry McLaurin's quarterback is Taylor Heineke, but they're going to score some serious points.
I think he has a big year this year.
Antonio?
Yeah, they're picking up right where they left off.
Well, you know what's great? I was saying this preseason, Nate. They came out, Bruce Arians came out and said he played all last season, Antonio. He wasn't in shape. He's fine. He's in shape now.
And then they said he was hurt too, right? He got like knee scope or something like that. And they say he's healthy.
Yeah, he's all cleaned up.
He's healthy. And then Brady's got him in a good mindset and they're winning.
It's disgusting. He was the forgotten wide receiver coming into the season.
And he's the best receiver on that team.
I mean, Mike Evans, just trade Mike Evans today. Mike Evans is great. He's very good, but it's like, Jesus God. Like I said, Scotty Miller is their 6th wide receiver on that team. He'd be like our number 2 receiver here. It's disgusting what they have.
It's going to be disgusting if Brown gets going like that.
Which, again, goes to your point from earlier, Nate. Tom Brady MVP makes a whole lot of sense. You have all those weapons.
A lot of sense. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Falcons cover that game. By the way.
No, Jesus.
No, Tampa was winning, but Falcons are going to cover that game. Divisional game, too. Falcons play like shit.
What are you eating?
Pretzel.
Oh, hot pretz. Everybody go with this one?
I need something to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is getting late.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting real late for you, right, Ralphie? Yeah. Cowboys at Chargers. Chargers -2.5. But that was this morning. That might have changed because of the DeMarcus Lawrence thing.
Chargers.
Look at the team totals here for this one, fellas.
Chargers in the
team totals. This is probably a high scoring game. What, 54, 53?
Might have to start Mike Williams and
maybe 55.
The over-under for this game, Nate, and this goes right. I'll just give a little preview. It's one of my locks. The over-under for the game is 55.5.
Makes sense. No defense.
Nope. Herbert was fantastic last week. He just didn't get in the end zone. He was amazing on 3rd down. And obviously Prescott played really well. So
I can see him being – I wonder if he's cheap on fantasy. I can see him being a fantasy play.
Herbert?
Yes, sir.
I hope so. He's my starter. He's my starter. I hope so. Tell me more, Nate. Tell me more.
Oh, no, that's Wilson. We got Wilson. I'm not a fantasy guy. Don't listen to me in fantasy.
I can tell you where he's at right now.
I'm terrible at fantasy.
As of this morning, Tom, it might have changed because of the DeMarcus Lawrence news, but it was Chargers -2.5 in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm looking at quarterbacks. Top quarterbacks is Murray, Wilson, Herbert. Herbert's up there. He's 6,700.
He's probably near the top.
What the fuck is Deshaun? What is Watson even doing up here? Jalen's up there. Stafford's up there. I'm trying to think some value here. Who's a value play?
Garoppolo.
Give me the Cowboys. Shut the fuck
up. He might be right though, because if they can't run the ball, Jimmy's going to be throwing 40 times.
Your value too potentially would be like you go Sam Darnold, but Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm thinking that deep.
Derek Carr, David Carr, Teddy Two Gloves, Matty Ice. There's not really much value there. You're right, though.
Frank, who'd you pick in this game?
We'll see what Willie has to say.
I will take the Chargers on this one.
Ralphie?
Chargers.
Noah?
Chargers.
So Tom is going Cowboys. You think Cowboys win, Tom?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. 3 more. Tennessee Titans at Seattle. Seattle is, hold on, let me go back to my number here. -4.5.
Tennessee.
This is one of my, I guess I say it now, it's one of my locks of the week. I think Tennessee beats them.
Tennessee.
I'm going to take Seattle.
I'm also going Tennessee.
Sounds easy. It's just one of them that this seems easy and it's not.
Tennessee's a way better football team than they showed last week. Taylor Lewan he had the worst game of his career.
Yeah, I just think this is a Tennessee written all over because everybody's taking Seattle because it just seems easy. Tennessee's not going to be good this year. It's game 1. I think they're way better than they played. I think they're coached way better than they played. And I think they come out and they're what, 4.5-point dog
Yes.
on the road. I get it. It's in Seattle. I get it, but I just still think they at worst cover that game because it's close. But I think they go in and win it.
Noah?
I'm sorry. Who's Seattle playing?
Tennessee.
It's in Seattle.
Correct.
Processing.
I mean, it's a tough one. I know the Titans got off to a rough start. Man, they sure laid an egg at home, getting blown out by the Cardinals, and now they got to travel west. Give me Seattle.
Two more. Kansas City Chiefs at Baltimore. Kansas City -3.5.
KC.
KC.
That line is retarded.
Yeah,
Give me the Chiefs.
This is like that line you saw with the Saints, right?
Chiefs all
And the
day.
Packers. You saw that Packers line. That Packers line was 3.5, right? And they got torched.
Sounds too easy. This one sounds too easy. I'll take the Ravens.
It's a stay away game.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I won't touch it. I agree with that. Finally, Monday Night Football, Detroit going to Lambeau against the Packers. Green Bay -11.5.
if it's the man I think it is, and it's the man has been his whole career, he responds to these types of losses and has a field day. And that's a field day supposedly on what they're playing. Sorry, So I mean, I gotta assume that the Packers are going to smoke them.
Yeah, I said this to you earlier, Tom, before the show. If I understand 11.5, that's a lot of points. But if they do not handle business, right? And we said this earlier, like you could see the Lions, just for the hell of it, they might lose by 10. But if the Packers do not win handily and going away against the Lions when the Lions don't have Jeff Okuda, okay, the Lions are the Lions, you get embarrassed. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers got embarrassed in week 1. And then you're in Lambeau. If they do not win this game handily, everything I know about Aaron Rodgers has been a lie. And maybe he doesn't want to be there. So I'm going Packers handily. Comfortably. Frank, Ralph, Noah, Greg?
I got the Packers.
No, Packers. Yeah, I said Packers at the beginning.
Yeah, I got the Packers winning the game, but I think the Lions find a way to cover.
Oh, okay.
All right, a little drama.
What is that line? 6?
No, 11.5. 11.5.
11.5. Yeah. I'm sorry?
No, nothing.
No, nobody's saying that. 11.5.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but they should smoke them. They should. Everybody got their locks?
Yeah, let's go into the locks right now.
I got a couple of locks.
Tom, you want to lead us off?
I'll lead you off with the first one. I think it's I think the Tennessee Titans are a lock to me. And I already mentioned that, but I think it's easy to take Seattle. It's easy to be out on Tennessee, but they're still a really good football team. So I think they, at worst, go to Seattle and cover this game, and it's maybe a field goal game. So I would load up on the Titans. You want me to do all mine?
Yeah. Whatever you got.
I think the Eagles are a lock this week as well. And I guess my third would be the Packers. My third would, like, if I had to pick a third one, had to, I think I would lean towards the Packers. But I don't love it. You know what I mean? I don't love it like last week. So my two main ones are those two. I think they're good plays.
I'll go real quick. I'll piggyback off of yours one time. The Packers winning handily, like I said. The second one, Eagles related. I alluded to it earlier. 44.5 for the total yards for Devontae Smith. Absolutely over. Complete lock of the week for me. Honestly, I feel extremely comfortable saying that. And finally, I would say the over for Chargers Cowboys. I would say my lock of the week is over 55.5 for total points. And like Tom said earlier, you watch, it'll end up being a 2021 game.
Mm-hmm. NFL.
Yep. Seems too easy, Tom.
Way too easy. What do you guys got?
My lock of the week is
Sam Darnold 400.
The Jets beat the Patriots, and the Patriots fall 0-2. Is my lock of the week.
All right. Frank?
I got a couple. Spread out a couple games. I mean, they're more like bold predictions, but
All right.
So I'm going to start with the Eagles game. I'm going to go. I do like the lock of Devontae Smith with over 45 yards. That's an easy lock right there. But my big bold prediction: Jalen Hurts will get 4 total touchdowns, and he will get his second career 400 total yards in a game.
Ooh.
Wow.
Whew.
Well, then he's in that conference. He's starting to creep in that conference.
There goes the MVP.
Yeah, Tom's going to be placing.
Going up.
He's going to be dabbling that night. He's going to be dabbling.
He's going to be playing some slots to make it.
Yeah.
I'm up like 180 on the slots. That's why I haven't stopped.
Beat the app now, Tom. Get out now.
This is a Wednesday Moss Money Pop podcast exclusive. I'm gonna give you 2 plays. Both future plays. My one lock, I'm going what I've been saying all day, all night. Give me Tom Brady for MVP. 10-1. That's my one lock. My second lock, it's gonna be a division winner. This is plus 770. Y'all ready? We got Tampa winning NFC South. It's a parlay on FanDuel. We need that $100,000 sponsorship.
Yeah, may make it 2.
KC wins the AFC division. I'm going with Tommy's play here, man. I'm gonna pick it off Tommy. We got the Eagles winning the NFC East, a 3-team parlay, paying plus 772. Lock it in.
Value, baby.
Lock it in. So really, if you think about it, all you really gotta worry about is if Kinder Birds pull it off and makes the season fun. Makes those last couple games kind of fun.
Oh, for sure.
You
just
know
want
what I
to
mean?
be in it, right? You just want to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
You're in the conversation. You're having a good year, and we're above expectations per se.
Yeah, because I think there's still value on the Eagles because I still think the jury's out on Dallas right now, just because they're going to start off the block a little bit slow. And if we talked about earlier in the show, if we can get ahead of that, right? 3-1, maybe 4-1. That's going to be a big hole for anybody to catch us, especially if we stay healthy.
Absolutely, Nate. I think
lock it in.
Yeah, I think it's a great value one. I completely agree with you. Great value.
I'll be doing that right next.
There you go. Get this money.
Listen, we had 5 members tonight, and all the members that are already here, Stan and Jesse, right? The guys are already here. I know there's a ton of guys not in here right now, but all our family, we appreciate all you guys becoming members. And even if you're not paying the $9.99 a month to be a member and you're just subscribed to the channel on whatever platform, we love you guys too. So all the support matters. Yeah. And just to piggyback off what Tommy's saying, man, I know y'all see me a lot. We're pushing it, right? We're pushing it down your throats, and we get it, right? It's just that it's such great value, right? Like Tom said, I'm not going to win them all. Talk about value this whole time.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to win them all, right? I'm going to sooner or later cool off and lose, right? It just ain't going to be this weekend. That's all I got to say. It just ain't going to be this weekend. But at the same time, I am going to lose sooner or later. People who've been members from the start have seen me be up and down, but they know that I've won over time for the long haul. I'm way in the black, as they say in the gambling terms of where I am. My ROI is, we're talking tech stock numbers right now. We're talking crypto numbers on your return on investment right now. So all I'm saying is, we're going to throw it in your face because we just want to give you more value, right? Just not only just watching us, listening to us, showing us love, but at the same time, we're going to give back. We're giving money back. That's why I'm giving out a little bit of free plays, things that I typically wouldn't do. If you're in the chat, if you join the chat and A2D Radio chat on Facebook, I gave out a free play that won people $900. Just throwing it out there. We just throwing money out there, man. It's like Robin Hood, man. It's my new nickname, Robin Hood.
Rob and Nate.
Yeah. College bet. Yeah, we do college bets on the weekends. I got a team of guys. I got a team of cappers behind me. If y'all haven't, go ahead and follow me on all social media platforms, Money Pop Podcast, on YouTube, all that good stuff. And we're on Sundays, at 10:30. So yeah, we give out college plays. We do everything, man. We do college, we do MMA, we do fucking golf, we do tennis, we do soccer. You know what I mean? We do horses. I got a guy who does IndyCar racing. You know what I mean? Like, we bet every fucking thing. I stay away from
cricket yet. I haven't gotten into cricket yet. You guys got a good cricket guy?
No, we don't got cricket. But my one guy, they say he looks like Brandon Graham. He does Indy 500. We do golf, and I do actually. I've hit a couple on golf. I watch golf every once in a while, and then tennis. A little bit. It's my retirement game. It's my retirement game.
There you go.
And then tennis. My mom was a huge Andre Agassi fan, so I was watching tennis since I was a kid.
The hair. How could you not love the hair?
Him and Pete Sampras, man. And I hated Pete Sampras because he always beat Agassi. He's like 5-2 against him, man. Agassi didn't win until he went bald. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And by the way, fam, like Tom was saying earlier, every Monday we're going to spin the wheel of members for the jersey giveaways.
Nice.
Get yourself locked in, baby.
Hey, gentlemen, I got a call tonight.
All right, brother.
See you, Noah. See you, brother.
All right.
See
you guys next week.
See you, Noah.
Later.
See you, Noah.
See ya.
See you, Noah.
Bye, Noah.
See you, Noah.
See ya, brother.
See you, Noah. Bottom right button. Button at the bottom. There you go.
He made it though, right? He made it. He's usually out folding, but he made it through.
Yeah.
My locks. Player prop Deebo Samuel over 5.5 catches. And I like the Buffalo Bills minus 3.5 on the road. They have too much divisional and potential championship aspirations to go down 0-2.
True. Guess we'll see how good Miami is, right?
Yeah.
I know one of our members was asking about this just because I guess it came out today.
Love it.
Guy time? Are we really giving this guy time?
Love it.
Away, baby.
I'll tell you right now, San, if you weren't a member, I wouldn't have put this on the screen.
He's back. He's coming back.
Because they can't trade him from now. They can't get the value that they're looking for.
Nope.
I refuse.
There's no doubt.
I refuse to comment at this time.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I still rather want Richard Simmons than Ben Simmons.
I refuse to comment.
I love everything about him coming back. Let's go.
So it's a good story, right? It is a good story.
It'll be a great 30 for 30.
Yeah, it sounds like his freaking free throw percentage.
What? A guy finally shot?
Yeah.
The
Say
guy
that again, Ralphie.
shot in basketball.
So it'll be a great 30 for 30.
Yeah, it's his free throw percentage in back-to-back postseasons. 30-30. Sad thing is, I don't even think it's that. I think it was lower than that.
Yeah, I don't even want to have a conversation about the guy. Like, he's just.
They might the people might riot. Like, it might be that bad. That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, he's got to come out and play great right off the start. Like, he can't have.
They're not going to put him out on the court. There's no way.
They're going to spin it. I told you. We talked about this before that their marketing team would end up pushing the narrative, right? Like, you're going to start seeing highlight videos real soon. Now you're going to start seeing these things. They're going to come. They're going to come.
Ralphie, I made the executive decision to where if it comes down and it's confirmed that he's going to be playing game one or whatever game one that because I don't know. It's their first game. I don't think it's at home. I think it's in New Orleans.
I mean, either way, I'm rooting for him if he's here to figure it the fuck out, right?
Oh yeah, we have no damn choice, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not like anti at this point. I gotta hope.
Ralphie, the first game he's there, Wells Fargo Center. I'm gonna make sure I'm in that building. He's gonna have to look me in the eyes. He's gonna know I'm there.
Well, let's not get it twisted. Let's not forget. And I think we would get in fights all the time about this. Regular season Ben is great. You know what I mean? Let's not forget regular season. It's playoff Ben, right?
Yeah.
It's a mirage. You know what I mean? Regular season Ben is great. I said, I'm not the only person saying wait till we get to the playoffs, and that's where I'm next.
Yeah, but if he's shooting like in the regular season and doing things he's never done in the regular season before, then we would know it's growth, right? Then we would know, okay, this guy grew. But if he's doing the same shit, right, and just putting together good stat lines in the regular season, right, Nate, then it's, hey, same old guy. You know what I'm saying? Same old.
He's always been the same old guy.
Yeah, I don't expect him to change.
Yeah, it was all bullshit last year.
Ted, no, but we will be having live reactions to all the games starting this week.
Well, ATT have a tail. Have y'all done tailgates before at the games?
No.
We haven't. We haven't got a chance to.
I leave that to those jerk offs.
Tom, I think
yeah, that's right. They do that down there, don't they?
Tom, I think the only time we did
motherfuckers don't want to start stepping on toes and shit. You know what I mean? Like they had enough bad publicity, a few years ago with the alcohol. We don't want the HUD crew going down there because, that's like a turf war. That's like Anchorman turf war. You know what I'm saying? I feel like spears and like all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, good one. He said Anchorman.
Some West Side Story.
We'll stick the remote on game day.
That's funny. Anchorman. Fucking war.
Tom killed a guy.
Right.
That's right. ASMR or Asmir. No
Frank,
touching.
why do you have a grenade?
Does that guy have a spear?
Did Tom kill E-Rock?
I agree, Bill. It's a joke. It's a joke, Bill.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a prove it thing, right, Bill?
It makes sense, but I do agree he's going to go over.
Yeah, I mean, I got the guy wearing a gold jacket already. I expect him over everything. But I get the line.
There is, I think it's plus 400. There is a Jalen Hurts plus 0.5 rushing touchdowns combined with Devontae Smith plus 0.5 receiving touchdowns. I think it's like plus 400, plus 500.
It is plus 400. As much as I would love to partake in the gambling.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't want to Pete Rose it. So
because if you look at
he's the guy talking about Pete Rose.
If you look at the game, he ran to like escape. You know what I mean? He didn't they didn't do like running plays. Yeah, he didn't run like set running plays. So
Nate, I think that's so important because I thought 98% of his snaps he actually tried to go through his progressions, and there was only a few times where I thought that he maybe made a quick decision on getting out of the pocket and he didn't need to. Well, you're talking about one or two times out of all the snaps I saw him drop back. I thought he did a tremendous job in the things that I needed him to see from him.
Yeah, but it was really scripted though, right? And then they jumped. They scripted the way it looked like the way Sirianni did it. He did like 2 or 3 plays for each person. Right, Quez had his first shot. Then I think I forget who was it. Smith next, a couple, and then he went to Gainwell a couple, and then Miles a couple. Like each person had its own like kind of script, kind of set plays. Get the ball out of his hands fast, get the movement, get the rhythm of the offense going. And then once they saw they could run the ball on him, he just started running the ball and just waves, right? It was, and I love that, right? Because if you look at Jalen could be somewhat of, a running back. He's not like that electric fast that we're used to seeing.
No,
He's just an athlete. He's just fat. He's just he just has some wheels.
Another baseball player too, Nate.
Yeah, right.
Baseball.
Yeah, so, when you think about that pick, I mean, I don't think he's going to have as many. I'm not sure if he's going to have as many rushing touchdowns, especially in this game, because that defense is fast over there. That front seven is going to be fast.
They are, but I think that's where like if they start getting some RPO-ish at times, like that then opens it up, especially down the goal line situations for him getting like an open lane. But I agree with you. Like, that's the only way you can make up for the speed is by having guys have to hesitate. That's it. You know this. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. But like that, that's how you combat, in my opinion, when you have an athletic quarterback like this, that's how you combat a fast defense, is you RPO more than you maybe would. Because now they got to make decisions. Fred Warner's got to freeze for a second. He's got to decide what he wants to do. If he freezes for a minute, Dallas Goedert gets behind him, you get a big play. Like, they're the things that I would like to see a little bit more implemented in this offense as we go forward, but not like overuse, right? Like, use in the right times. Because I want to use Jalen to all his strengths. And
what is
around is one of them damn strengths.
Well, that's what I was going to ask Frank. Frank, what's the over-under on the rushing yards for Hurts in this game?
49.5.
49.5.
So that's kind of similar. I think it was 47 last week, and I went over, and I got a quick 75 out of that.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
See, Nate's right, though, like, in terms of their defense being fast, and you got fast linemen. Like, this might be a tough one. This is where we're going to see what Nick Sirianni does adjustment-wise to combat it, right? I'll go over, though. Like, give me a 50-piece. Give me a 50 burger.
You would think that there might be a handful, especially more than last week, of offensive line breakdowns, so where he's going to get out, he's going to be out and moving a little bit more, because just based off of necessity, right?
Right. I think he's such a good athlete that, like, he's going to get his in terms of running around. Like, no, like, you know what I mean? Especially if he proves he can throw from the pocket. Like, if he proves he can throw from the pocket, he's even going to get more as this goes on. And the more tape that comes out on him to say, okay, and he runs just because he can or because there's nothing there and uses his legs in the right situations. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the over last Sunday on the rushing yards for Hurts. He hit the over midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, the difference is just that it's a bad, that was Atlanta really might be one of the worst 3 teams in the league.
Oh, they stink.
Right.
They stink.
They're terrible. So, I think I would lean here. This is not a play, but if anybody's betting it, I would lean under here on those rushing yards. I think they contain him because when you saw him get out of the pocket, he can be contained. Like, I forget the dude's a baller, right? The dude for the Atlanta, was it Grady Jackson or something like that?
Oh, Grady Jarrett.
Yeah. Like, he's a player. Like he's a legit player, legit starter and upcoming defensive lineman. But he was able to do enough, right, to keep, Hurts from turning the corner.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So when you think about that, and they have better athletes on this defensive line on the other side, I know they're missing out the big fella from Oregon that went to the Colts. I forget his name. Is it Buckner? I think.
Oh yeah, DeForest Buckner.
Yeah, like you saw how that defense line took a hit.
But you know what? But you know what's funny, Nate? They filled right in when they got Javon Kinlaw. They didn't miss too many. Spots.
Right. Yeah, they got another, athlete in there, another player in there, but he's not Buckner. He's not.
No, Buckner's a different specimen. Buckner's a different animal.
So all I'm saying is that front seven, the speed at linebacker, in this game, this is a good test because we want to see him have to go through his progressions. He's gonna have to hang in the pocket there, and really go through the progressions, not go just with the scripted guy from that first or even second read. He might have to go to the third read. I mean, Gainwell had a couple passes out the backfield. Like, maybe start doing that. And Miles looked good, but Miles looked like Miles to me. Like, Miles wasn't, he got his normal catches and he flashed, right? Great blocks from the linemen, with people getting out in front of him, big bodies getting out in front of him. But at the same time, like, he didn't do anything like what we're waiting for. Like, they didn't give him the ball 20 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They did a good job splitting it up.
Well, I mean, that's what Doug didn't do with him either, because he just felt like he couldn't take the wear and tear of the 20. That's the problem. Or the big factor is putting the ball on the turf. And week 1, right? You give him a plus because he didn't do that, because that was his MO last year, right? So I'm glad at least he's holding on to the football better, but he needs to continue that. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
they got to see what he can do. In my opinion, they got to give him the ball 20 to 25 times. You know what I mean? Like, I like Gainwell. I think Gainwell he's not even just a change of a back, but he looks like he's a natural running back, right? He knows when to cut back. He has great vision, good feet. He's fast. He's kind of slippery. You know what I mean? And then but he can run into tackles, right? He's got speed that goes around, but he can run inside the tackles and stuff like that. So I think that
I think the key word is willing to run through the tackles because I don't think the other guy is willing to.
Yeah. So it's just like, are they going to split it up again? Or is Sirianni going to be what, he said in a press conference earlier before? Are they just going to keep evolving as the game evolves? Because that's what I kind of saw with the Atlanta game, right? They started running the ball. They had some success. He just stuck with it.
Yep.
Well, I think when it comes down to it, aside from obviously the big names, the Hurts, the Sanders, the Devontaes, obviously the key pieces on that defensive line, I think this is one of those games where you find out a lot. Come Sunday night, you're kind of thinking about this afterwards, and this could be on either end of the spectrum. You're going to have a much better gauge of what Jordan Mailata and Jonathan Gannon are in their own, collective roles. For obvious reasons with Mailata, because you're going to be seeing some matchups with him and Bosa. But also, listen, say what you will about Shanahan as far as an in-game adjustments guy, especially on the biggest stage of them all in that Super Bowl. But the way that guy game plans, and he gets it from his father, so, it's not just him. It comes from his father. That guy is going to game plan so many different ways to beat you and use his weapons. And they obviously do have a ton of weapons. They're not, a pedestrian offense, and they have one of the best weapons in the game in Kittle. That's where you look at, some could say, an inexperienced defensive coordinator. Obviously, he's had other roles in the NFL, but not to this level. You're going to see, okay, whatever San Francisco flashes at you first, what is Gannon going to do, similar to what he did in Atlanta, to where, they came out firing in Atlanta with the rushing game, and, obviously Calvin Ridley for a quick 16 and then a quick 10. What is he going to do in that second, third quarter to kind of resolve whatever issue that the 49ers offense has given our defense? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think that for the head coach too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, especially because their defense can bring so many different things at you.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely can.
It's just, would they, is it going to be a situation where Atlanta, where they just give the offense takes what the defense gives you, or do they look at a weakened, injury-riddled secondary and they say, well, maybe let's mix in some more big plays, quote unquote.
Try and push the ball down the field more.
Yeah, some over the top type.
Force that issue.
Yeah,
maybe that's
finish up, but I got to run. So you guys can finish up the last few minutes or whatever you guys do. All right, great show.
See you, brother.
Win some money. Become a member. You know the deal. They'll flash all the fucking promo codes up at the end too. So soak them all in. Type them all in. We love you. Keep hitting the like. Keep hitting the subscribe. Time for bet. Got to get in.
Does anyone have anything else?
Just real quick, Red Sand, you mentioned the Penn State game. I'll be there this Saturday, so the Beaver Stadium will definitely be rocking. That's for sure.
Is that the whiteout game?
Yeah, whiteout.
Yep.
Against Auburn, right?
Auburn.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully see some Southern girls.
There you go.
Hopefully they're all not related, so.
Don't matter to me.
Anything else from anybody before we wrap up?
Oh, good. Go Birds, baby. We're doing live reactions on Sunday, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Big week.
Mm-hmm.
Stay locked in, fam. Hit the notification bell, obviously. We've got a lot of things all week. Stay tuned tomorrow night. You've got Birds of a Feather. I would assume they're doing live reactions to the NFC matchup of
hope
Giants
so.
And Washington. And also they'll dabble in some Eagles talk. Obviously, they are an Eagles show. But stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for all the shows all week. Obviously, Money Pot Podcast. What time on Sunday night?
10:30.
10:30.
Sunday morning.
Right before the games, man. So we can get those plays in.
Listen, Sunday is going to be a big-time slate on NFL weeks. You're going to have, obviously, Money Pot Podcast starting the day off. Then you're going to be having live reactions with a bunch of people from A2D. And then you're going to have Agree or Disagree doing postgame, finishing everything off. So, that's a big, big, big day. And listen, all football fans, you're not leaving the house. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I do.
You want to tell
that's because I'm going to be at the game on Sunday.
There you go, Frank.
Very good, Frank.
You're just going to swoop in and out?
Yep. We'll just swoop right in and out.
Yeah, maybe.
Do a little this, do a little that. We got Dwight from The Office.
Dwight Schrute.
Dwight Schrute.
35-10.
How's the wife? How's Angela?
Jesus.
You and Andy still friends?
I'll tell you what, he's spamming the chat. Dwight, you're about to get friggin' timed out, my brother.
He's got to go back to the bait farm with.
Yeah, Red. It's been a while since I've been to a whiteout game. I think the last one. I can't remember the last one. Might have been the Ohio State game in 2018.
What day is that game, Greg? What day is that game?
Saturday.
Oh, we're not golfing. See what you're doing to me?
No. I'll be away.
I mean, I would assume you're unavailable on Friday.
Yeah.
See what this guy does. See what this guy does. He brings me in. He's like, "Oh yeah, every weekend. Oh, I'm busy. It's like the freaking lottery games. You know what I'm saying? They pull you in, then they rip.
You're lucky I even came back from Florida.
I guess I'm not lucky because I won't see it. What's the difference?
Maybe not.
What's the difference? I won't see you on the course. You might as well be down there. Living vicariously through you. Yeah, go Penn State. I hope they lose. Go Auburn.
40 boy Lou. It's going to be a good game. Definitely for sure.
Fam, appreciate everybody for chiming in. Appreciate the new members. 5 new ones, obviously.
Yes.
And if you want to be a member, if you could become a member
Tristan,
at any time.
40 boy Lou. There's 2 of them.
Yeah. Bill Middlebrook.
Bill Middlebrooks. I think he's paralyzed.
Possibly paralyzed. People aren't. You know what's funny? 90% of people that are watching this aren't going to get that reference.
No.
And you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
They're like, paralyzed? Why are they talking about paralyzed? You had to be there, fam.
You had to be there.
But like I said, fam, you can become a member whenever you want. Obviously, $9.99 a month. Perks include appearances on shows. Somebody was asking earlier. That's every Friday night. You can jump on Fan Friday. You can jump on with the guys. You can talk about whatever you want with them. A lot of members jump on already. You can obviously do that. So hit up the guys every Friday night, and they'll take care of you. And like I said, you've got the picks. You've got the daily fantasy. And if you're not into that, first off, you should be in for easy free money. But if you're not into that, you've got the jersey giveaways every single Monday. You've got giveaways. You've got the promo codes to all the merch. You've got a ton of stuff that we hook you up with. So like I said, if you want to join, that option is always there for you. There you go, Bill. Yeah, I know you love it. He knows it. He knows. Oh no, Red saying I understand why he's dabbling. I understand. It's just, a golf course, Guy says he's in for the golf, and I see him only a couple weeks. It's the ultimate tease.
Yeah. That's what they call me. I don't know who they is, but
I was gonna say I'm not one of those they. I don't fall into the they.
Them Auburn girls.
Those Auburn girls, those sisters.
And if you are a tease, get Manscaped 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools at Manscaped.com. Also, we're always brought to you by every single Wednesday, the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help or if you know anyone who needs help, please call 856-651-8117. Like we talk about every single week, FanUp, the best way to enjoy your fantasy sports. Sign up now at FanUp, only at the Apple App Store, and win your share of great prizes. You can challenge Tom. Daily NFL contests and more. Sign up now.
I'm on there too. You can find me. Bring it on.
Well, what's your username, Greg? Is it tease at gregmalakovic.com?
Yeah, Auburn Tees.
Yep. Whiteout tees.
No, I just think it's like G Malakovic or something like that. I'm on there.
He's simple. He's simple, ladies and gentlemen. He's simple. And the doc, Dr. Paul Vidal, our doc, make him yours at specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Fam, we appreciate you. We had a lot of fun. Like I said, we got shows every single day. We got shows all week. Stay tuned, obviously, tomorrow night. Stay tuned for the following couple days. And then Sunday, you got the big slate, starting off with Money Pot Podcast, live reactions to Eagles 49ers, then finishing off the day, hopefully after a win. Got to agree to disagree with the postgame. Thank you, 40 Boy Lou. Appreciate you, brother. For Ralph Delavecchio, in the tent, live from, on location, in the tent.
Ralph, how was the game, buddy? How was the game, Michigan State?
It was good.
I haven't been to that stadium yet.
Very, very fun. Very
Nice.
cool experience.
You bring us
You
back.
guys like an
anything,
old
Ralph?
family that just like won't say bye. Like it just kind of keeps bringing it back in. It's like a
Nate,
full
exactly. Nate, it's like I'm trying to hang up the
Yeah,
phone.
like, it's like
Let me
Jesus
hang
Christ,
up the
like,
phone.
I
Let
gotta
me
start
hang up
walking
the
off,
phone.
so I'm going to go. You guys continue your conversation, man.
See you,
Fun
brother.
time, boys.
See you, Nate.
Honey Pot Podcast every Sunday. Go on, finish your story.
Oh no, it was good. It was a good, nice stadium though. Nice
Yeah, I haven't been
campus
there
too.
You bring us back anything?
No,
Oh, good.
no, I didn't even buy anything.
Who they face this week?
This week they play Miami in
Northwestern.
Miami.
Yeah, I hope they lose. Good.
They get smoked. And Miami's terrible.
Yeah.
For Ralph Delavecchio, for the guy in the tent, didn't bring us back anything. This is what the guy does. For Frank Vespi, for Greg Milokvic, for Nate, for Noah, for Tom Arnone, for all of you, I'm Ryan Brodo. Shout out to everybody who watched. Shout out to everybody who chimed in. Shout out to everybody who joined.
5 new members.
5 will always love you. Hopefully
Number
Jalen
5
Hurts
will
does
always
also.
love you.
Yeah, hopefully Jalen Hurts does this week too. Peace.